Hello and welcome to Jarviskjir Rock of the North, session 8, which is pretty far. That's like a month. Well, it is a month and a half. It's not like a month and a half. It's quite easy to measure those ones.
Yeah, like
2 months.
close to 2 months.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Some campaigns only last like 10 sessions, but yours I think is going to go for a while. I think you all are going to keep around, although we might have a chapter change at some point soon. But I think you are going to keep going for a while, especially because I managed to get you to go on a side quest with really no prompting or badgering. I just dangled it in front of you and you took it instantly, which is great.
But you dangle shiny shit in front of us, Ollie, and shiny shit just...
I'm
The
a
world's full of shiny.
freak show completionist. Yeah.
Yeah, hello, OCD.
Yeah. Yeah, you really did, like, someone offered you a Skyrim quest, and it's like, well, we gotta deal with this to get it out of our logbook now. Before we do anything
It's like
else.
me playing The Witcher 3. I have to
Yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah, that's funny.
But that means that you're going to be starting today, heading off to Ofenfer, the subcontinent off the north of Jarviskjir that is home to the Northmen, which, you know, are the people you are living amongst. A lot of them left during the immolation, but there's still a lot of people still there. There's still a lot of other stuff going on, and you are going to go up north to where the halflings there live and get just general supplies and food and stuff for them for the winter. Yeah, last session you did some dungeon delving, and you did a thing that you don't even really knew exactly what you did, but you did do it, and you did it very well. Very, very well done from Peep there.
Yeah, Peep got almost burned, but yeah,
It worked.
I was almost sad that I didn't get to like try to yank Peep out of the pipes, which would have which would have been ugly, but
Yeah, if it got to that point, you probably don't want to be doing that. Yeah, so that was great fun, and today you literally are just going to be going on a side quest. But your reward for this, just so you remember, is that the blacksmiths of Lendr are going to make Snow new arms and armor. Built for a giant blood. They know giant bloods, they have built for giant bloods before. So that's pretty great. And pretty worth the reward. And in theory, it shouldn't take too long. We ended off last session with you guys doing some just kind of chores around Lendr. You haven't set off yet. It would be afternoon, because, you know, you kind of did chores in like noon, late morning. Is there anything else you want to do still in town before kind of planning on heading off north?
We said we were gonna go to the toy store /
Yes.
witch,
Oh, yeah.
but after we got back, right? Or like, because I know Sabriel had mentioned to Peep that we would try to make something too.
Yeah, I think well, based on what you talked about, I thought you were maybe gonna go on trying to make something rather than see a toy store. It's up to you.
Also, Sabriel doesn't want to bring a cursed toy back for his unborn children.
Hey, that's a new campaign hook right there. You wanna raise a little baby warlock? That's how you do it.
He'd be in so much trouble with his wife and husband. He'd be in so much trouble. He'd be like, Cal would be like, Sabriel, I thought you were smarter than this. Why didn't you check the toy for
That's exactly.
Why didn't you check the Halloween candy for drugs? Like, come on.
So you can go visit the spooky toy store if you want. That was because right now you're in groups of Sabriel and Peep, and there's also Snow and Vincent. And you're just kind of around town. I imagine you're like, okay, we'll meet back up somewhere at some point.
Yeah.
But
Peep, we should probably find the other two.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time to go and make something or find something. Yeah.
Wait, hold up. If we're together and they're together, where the fuck is Grim?
Who wants Grim?
I have this like unfortunate feeling that Grim just follows me around because he knows he unnerves me.
Yeah, but he's got Sabriel's clothes on.
Yeah.
Like just drifting, like not saying, not provoking in any way, just kind of always
Like-
there, no matter where Vincent looks.
Sabriel fed the stray skeleton, so now he's stuck with it.
Oh. All right, Grim is with Vincent.
I have or sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
We should go find the other.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like after Vincent and Snow had gone and like what we sold the
You sold the giant
toe.
toe. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sold
Yes.
the giant toe to Essim and his pig.
Yeah.
That pig's gonna eat that toe.
Oh, did we just create a kaiju?
No, it's gonna turn into a giant pig. Oh my
Kaiju
god.
piggy!
This thing is going to turn into like a landmass that floats off in the
that's-
ocean, isn't it? It's going to be like a new island or something.
It's gonna be
That's
a dragon
That's
turtle. It's just
cool.
It's a pig.
that is cool.
Billy
Oh my
Connolly's
God.
gonna show up fucking riding
No-
the damn.
Yeah.
Nobody has a pig island. I'll promise you that.
There's a
Some Ghibli shit.
There's a drawing challenge. Draw like a giant like moss pig towering over a city or something. Oh jeez. But no. So
That's
So
gonna be in
this-
the card
The
game.
Jarviskjir.
in an alternate timeline. Snow wants to buy like we have to go and like transport these resources back, right?
Yeah, you're going there with nothing, coming back with something. The way
Okay.
that Grift explained it is that while you will be bringing food back, what's kind of more important is like the seeds.
Okay.
Which I think you would just know, Snow, because you live in the area, that winter halflings are pretty much the only people who can grow anything for shit.
Okay.
But in the cold, and they are incredibly good at it. They like through both, natural techniques and a little bit of like divine magic. They have grown types of food that can grow in the winter cold really, really well. Yeah.
So do we have to bring a halfling back with the seeds? Do we need the remote control and the batteries?
Probably not.
So,
Because, I
So
mean,
my-
you just put them in the ground, they'll work it out. There are also halflings in Lendr. You wouldn't
Yeah.
you'd see them every now and again.
I would like to take Pearl to a stable to have her just checked over, make sure the shoes are good, all that kind of stuff.
refill
I'm
and
also I'm
Get her
also gonna
tuned
go
up
to the
and brushed out and all that good stuff.
It's fine.
So Snow wants to go with Vincent to the stable because he has the idea that we might need like a cart for the journey. And so he's willing to buy a cart as well as something to pull the cart.
That's smart.
Yeah. So if I don't know, I was thinking like if there's like a mule or donkey that he could
Yeah,
buy.
yeah,
And
that's
then a
a
cart.
Driving
fine
the
idea.
cart.
Well, you just
Just, like,
tell
lead
the
it
mule to
along.
follow. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. You can go to one of the stable that kind of deals with the merchants and wander
Yeah.
around. You'll find a cart. Cart is 15 gold.
Okay.
You can quite easily afford that, I think. And a mule is 8 gold. So what's it,
that's
23
pretty cheap.
gold for it? Well, yeah.
Well-
These are things that like regular people can afford, not just adventurers.
I guess I would also, I'll subtract like another like 25 or something just to assume that I get a bunch of food for it, like alfalfa or whatever they
Yeah,
eat.
and you could put that in like the cart. You're sorted.
Yeah.
um,
Okay. So I'll just remove some more gold on top of that just to.
Yeah. While you are doing this, it's like maybe to Vincent, like Vincent's Pearl's getting like reshored and checked on, and there's no real cost for that. Maybe you throw the person like some copper or silver or something. And Grimwald will sort of say, I don't see exactly the point of buying a dumb animal to do the traveling for us. I can create a platform that's perfectly good for transporting goods. And he would just be kind of like flicking through his spell book. Noticeably, when he encountered the salamanders and they bit him, there are like holes in his outfit now.
Oh,
Not
my
enough.
clothes!
If someone's paying attention, they might see some bone.
no, those are Sabriel's clothes. They're damaged now. The stupid skeleton.
Does the mule have a name, or should I come up with one?
You can name it, yeah.
Oh, let's go. Okay. Sorry, I'll be thinking on that for a bit.
Dangerous thing to do.
This was a fine idea, Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is you sure you don't want anything? You can get other stuff here. But I think you're probably good.
How's everybody doing on our actual food rations? Everybody else okay on that front? Should we pick up some more of that?
Probably need more.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be traveling through heavy snows, so the travel will be slow. It's probably going to
How
be like
much
10
do they
days
cost
or
on average?
5 silver a ration pack.
Okay. I'm gonna buy like 10 more then. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh.
same.
Yeah.
No.
I'll do the same.
Yeah.
I actually do have an idea. Like, this place is like there's I'm trying to think of it. It's well traveled, or like it gets a lot of visitors and merchants.
It does now. It never did
Relatively.
before.
Okay.
There was a trading town called Ardenbohr that was burnt down by the hobgoblins, and now Lendr is basically the closest equivalent. It's not really on a very good route though, so
Okay.
people kind of do have to go out of their way to go here. But there are travelers. I mean, Peep's family were merchants. There's like a whole
Yeah.
kind of semi-merchant class, so there are traveling folk.
Okay, because mainly I'm just wondering, like, there's probably like some sort of general store that has equipment for braving the north, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Sabria bought a cloak from such a place.
Yeah.
There is all that kind of thing. Yeah,
I also bought the furs for everybody too. So
yeah. So you do all
that's right.
have a layer of winter fur, but snow you don't need it, and it doesn't. You know, it's. I think we'd sort of be wearing like a little half cape. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really help much.
Because like so far when we've been hunkering down to camp and stuff, like I don't think anyone has a tent, do we?
No.
No.
So Snow is gonna try to buy like a big tent that could fit all of us.
Sure.
Like it would probably be one of those things where it's gonna take some time to set up whenever we make camp, but he you know, especially if the weather's nasty, it's probably worth it.
That is a
So
good idea.
Yeah. How much would that cost me?
That would cost quite a bit because they need to be quite well engineered.
Yeah.
So I'd say 10 gold for a 4-person. Well, for like 4 or 5-person tent. 4 people comfortably, you can shove more people in there. It's like with a 2-person tent. It's like you can shove 3 or 4 people in there, but
Would there be anybody interested in purchasing the giant coins in town here?
that would be more a case of spending better part of an afternoon going around and seeing, you know, maybe you can give them to an auction, like to a traveler. Like that would be a bit more of a concerted effort.
Fencing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would
We
require
could
some
leave
checks, so
them. We could leave them at Peep's house for now and then deal with them when we get back.
Yeah, let's
we
do
could give
that.
them to Smart Mantle or something. You want to leave them at Peep's house?
Yeah,
Or
that's fine.
cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That way you're just not hurling around a bunch of copper plates.
Yeah, I've got 5 gold ones and 12 copper ones to leave, so
It's quite a lot. quite a bit. Like that's a bag. Sure. You might also want to get some more torches, because I know Vincent's been using torches and they do run out.
yes, I will do that.
They're only a copper.
Are we
Uh,
keeping
You might
track
even
of-
want a lantern. To be fair,
Actually,
now that
yeah,
you
I
have
would
money.
rather grab a. Can I grab a lantern instead? How much is that?
A basic lamp is 5 silver. A hooded lantern, so you can control the amount of light let out, is 5 gold.
I'll spend the 5 gold and get the hooded.
Nice.
I
And
just
I'll
realized-
get some lantern oil as well.
Yeah.
Do we have to? Ori's brain is dumb right now. What is used for? Can Sabriel buy some snares somewhere, or the materials to make them? Rather,
Theoretically, yes. You mean like basically little like hunting things for catching small game? Yeah, that's fine. I would say they would be for like rabbits and things of that sort of size, probably
Yeah, that
5
was the
silver. You know,
intention.
want something that's good and hardy and you can use a couple of times. Fun fact, I actually just worked on my non-magical ranger class edit, and they can make traps as one of their things.
yeah. I'm just thinking on if we need to. He's gonna want to try and do that rather than use rations unless he has to.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
All right, I'm gonna get 10 pints of oil and put that into the bag of holding.
Good idea. That's a perfect thing to
am-
put in the bag of holding.
Yeah. I wanted to. Is it
Control
okay if I
explosion.
just? Is it okay if I make up the personality of this mule?
Yeah, if you've got ideas, sure.
Yeah, I imagine that it's
Because you were the one who bought them. You know, you would have chosen the one you want.
Yeah, I think he like it's gonna be like a feisty like mule. It's kind of hard to work with, and
Sure.
he's gonna name it the giant equivalent of spicy. or feisty.
What's like spicy in Swedish?
Yeah, I'm
That is
looking it up right
Sabriel
now.
doing it, not
looking it up.
Zelius.
Let's look up like Swedish equivalent. I was looking at like Icelandic and stuff, but
Yeah. Any of those part of the world, you'll find something fun. I don't know if it'll be in the old pecan.
No, that's not, apparently that's not the normal one. Yeah, the normal one is Redad.
Up to you.
Or no, you know what? The word for spice is Creta, so we'll call it Creta.
Is
There
that
we
what
go.
is that double D the Welsh pronunciation though? Because it's a TH sound if it is.
No, this is Swedish, so
Okay.
yeah. I think it's.
Cool.
I'm listening to the Google thing, but
Can I get a? Can I buy a? Because I realize Sabriel does not have his bow. Can I buy a bow
Yeah.
and some arrow?
Yeah. You'd be able to buy a bow and arrow, like a short bow or long bow here. Totally fine.
Longbow. Just FYI. How much?
Long bow is 50 gold.
That's fine. Arrows.
Arrows. My brain disconnected for a second. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's 1 gold for 20.
yeah, you get like a whole quiver or whatever. Mhm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy 40.
good idea. Anything else anyone wants to do on a shopping spree? That's on the bingo card. We had a shopping spree.
That was a big shopping spree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to imagine that like when Sabriel and Pete like meet, or when we all meet up at the house at Peep's house later. There's now a mule already like, no, probably not hooked up to the cart, but the cart is right next to the mule. And Snow is like packing the cart already. There's like a big, like clearly like a big tent, like just tarps or you know whatever, like hides.
Tents and poles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just got. There's just a cart and a mule there now.
And Sabriel shows up with a bunch of hunting equipment.
And a bow.
Oh,
Vincent looks around. I just brought my shield. Did I need to bring more?
No.
no,
Oh, okay.
I got
I
this
just-
tent for all of us to use.
And I just got equipment for hunting so that we don't have to use rations if we don't have to. Also, I picked up some wood, Peep. I'm gonna say he picked up like a chunk of wood that he found lying around somewhere for making the toy. he just just like
As an elf does. Ah, yes, an attractive piece of wood.
Hey, listen, I got in trouble with the husband the other day because he found my leaf stash. I just pick up leaves that are pretty when I see them. He walked into the room with like a handful of like head-sized leaves. He's like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "They were pretty. I picked them up because they were pretty. What were you gonna do with leaf?"
You said the New Year is coming up in the next. By the time I get back, it'll be around that time, right?
It might be while you're gone. It depends how much the weather will slow you down. It's starting to snow pretty heavy. Like, the snow is starting to, like, settle on the edges of the building and stuff. So right now it's the 23rd, and it's evening now, right? You've been shopping all day. New Year's Eve is the 29th. There's 29 days every month, because the Draconic calendar has 29 days every month. There's no messing around with different amounts of days in different months. That's bullshit. So
Love it.
Tomorrow there'll be 5 days, right? I'll let you know when it's New Year's, but yes.
Well, while we're out doing all the shopping and thing, I just want to have been keeping an eye out for like little knickknacks, something I could find for each member of the party as a little,
sure.
because you said giving gifts is a big part of that.
Yeah.
Just find little things I could give to the party and try to do it as underhanded as he's capable of to hide from Snow. So Snow's been with him right all day to try to hide that from Snow as he's purchasing those gifts.
Sure. I 100% down. Yeah.
And we don't have to talk about what they are right now, but
no, they'll come out on New Year's.
Yeah, so.
Awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's like evening. It is snowing. Heavy enough. Is it medium snow? You could start trekking out today, or you could rest for the night, or anything else you want to do.
I don't think it would be a good idea to trek out at night into the snow, but that's just Sabril's opinion on that.
I think.
How far do we have to go?
A few days, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's from Lendr to Winterbuck on the map. Lendr is actually a little closer to the coast than I have it here. But you will be traveling through pretty heavy winter, so probably 3 days either way. It's not a long route, but at the same time, it's a bit awkward, especially with a cart.
Are there any winter modifications we could get made to the cart to make that a little bit better?
No, the
tire chains on it.
Yeah,
it's worth a shot. I had to.
I mean, theoretically there are, but you'd probably need to know someone to do it, and that would probably take time. But
Right,
the main issue being, Ovenfur is not a... Merchants don't go to Winterbuck. If there is a road, and there will be, it will be snowed over. And the way into Ovenfur, the easiest way from Lendr would be actually taking a little boat to the island. The other, now you have a cart, you can't really do that unless Snow, I guess, carries the cart above them in the boat, which Snow is strong enough to do. This is true. Or in the wintertime, the water mostly freezes over. Lendr has like a little channel that doesn't, but it mostly freezes over, so you'll have to take the cart and the mule across the ice to the subcontinent.
Why did we get a cart if we have a backup holding?
Well, so
Now you're just making sense.
Snow doesn't understand those types of things. Okay, he's a giant. He's a giant. He uses mundane means to solve problems.
Sabril's just gonna see the cart and be like,
He's a giant boy.
Vincent was just distracted by getting his gifts all day. He wasn't really paying attention. He's like, oh, that's a great idea, Snow. Yeah, get the cart.
he's the husband on the shopping trip, sure.
I like how we get to the end of the
100%.
day. We get to the end of the day and Sabriel points this out.
He's basically sitting on the bench playing Angry Birds while you go shopping. Yeah, whatever. Get whatever you want, honey. Whatever makes you feel pretty.
Sabril's just sitting there on the steps of Peep's house when you show up with this cart, playing with a piece of wood in his hands, I don't know where Peep's at, but he's got a piece of wood in his hands and he's examining it very intently. When you show back up with this cart and this ass attached to it,
And a mule.
Yeah.
Hey!
I have a penny whistle. Don't make me. I'm Irish. I have a tin whistle. Leave me alone.
Oh, no.
But I like how it's in reach. He's just playing with this like hunk of like tree branch, I guess, that he found. Probably like this big. He's sitting there with a knife and this piece of wood.
I'd say. Oh wait, Peep can write, can he? I'd probably say he learned to write.
Peep was born able to write Draconic. I imagine by now you have learned how to write Common as well.
Okay.
He
I was gonna
hatched
say,
from the egg with a quill in his hand.
Because I want. Would it be possible for Peep to buy an empty little journal book and a quill and some ink?
They are expensive. Because it takes a lot of hard to get materials and time. Admittedly, you want a small one. So a small one would probably be like 15 gold.
15 gold, including the quill and ink?
No. Heavens no.
Okay.
The ink is very expensive. Ink is 10 gold a bottle.
Okay.
And quills are essentially free. If you have a knife and a feather, you can make a quill.
Okay, so that's 25 gold total.
Yes.
Is that right? 25 gold total. Yeah, okay, I'll pay that. Get a little journal and a bottle of ink.
So are you writing while Sabriel is staring at the ass in the courtyard?
Yes.
Snow would look at.
Stuff that you like.
Snow would look at Sabriel's face and be like, "Is this something the matter with my mule?"
He says something in another language to himself. He's like, "No, that's an ass," but okay. Why did you buy a cart and an ass?
To carry the things we're going to get.
Without missing a beat, Vincent goes, "It was Grimm's idea," and walks inside the house.
Oh, that's so good.
Sabriel's just like, I'm so confused right now.
So I'd be confused because he's like, I thought we needed somebody to carry the stuff we're bringing back.
We have the bag.
The bag?
The bag, yes.
Which bag?
The one that he's having a moment. He's old. Give him a second. Vincent has.
But that's a small bag.
Vincent, he gets something that goes inside. Vincent.
Yes.
Where is the bag that you found at the strange temple place?
He reaches inside of his cloak. Here.
Can you present the bag to our dear companion with the ass?
Snow. Okay, you meant Snow. All right. It took me a minute. I had to work out which. All right. I'm with you. Okay.
Common is not my native language.
Is Snow still outside?
Yeah.
He's just in there confused. He's like, what bag? He doesn't understand that.
Vincent walks out, hands Snow the bag, and walks back inside.
Snow's gonna try to look inside of it, open it.
It is just admittedly, you can't see the bottom of the bag. It's just a dark bag.
He's gonna stick his arm in.
Yeah, it's very, very deep.
Yeah. He's gonna try to shove the tent inside of it. He's gonna like puncture a hole on the other side.
Yeah.
Sucked into the.
When one of you looks outside again in the next like 5-10 minutes, you see Snow trying to get this big 4 or 5 person tent into this fairly small like messenger bag, and it's like halfway in. It's going in.
I will make haste to go back outside. No, don't do that. Something tells me that's not meant to go in there.
Several's highly amused right now. He's just standing there like this.
Like many things, if it doesn't fit, you can't force it.
Okay. Snow would nod and be like,
say anything.
Snow would nod. He'd be like, well, if the tent doesn't fit, how are we supposed to bring back a bunch of stuff from the town? They're going to be able to fit.
Vincent completely lost in this whole conversation, not knowing what any of this is about other than I was just told to take him the bag. Looks back and... Am I missing something?
I was asking why you bought such a large cart. If we have the bag that we can fit many things into, Peep could fit in the bag. That one
Peep,
can
come
fit in the
here.
bag. He motions at the skeleton. Peep, no. He motions at the skeleton.
Yes, we can put many things into the bag, but they still have to fit the opening. They can't. If it doesn't go through the opening naturally, it'll rip the bag and everything will fall out, is my understanding.
I can assure you that many things can go in many openings that they're not made for, but that is a conversation for another time.
Vincent goes back inside the house.
So it's like just holding his tent.
Peeps just blanked. Does not get it.
Snow is just like, so do we want to bring the cart?
Fine. He just takes the bag back and goes inside.
It's the Krita is her name. She's a good companion.
She's an ass. And he goes like, no, she's not.
You can talk to Peep now.
Hi, baby girl. I'm sorry.
Is that talking to Peep?
You boofed at me.
Oh, little boof. Oh.
Good morning. Do you have your baby? Yeah. She's so lost right now.
Sorry.
Head empty, no thoughts. I guess he's gonna go find Peep and sit down and hold out the front that got words. English, I don't know it.
The wood.
That, yeah. The wood. To Peep. So I found this while we were walking.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to make a toy out of it?
Well, yes and no. I don't know what to. He kind of just looks for a second. I don't know what to make out of it.
That's a good question. Because you can make like little horses, or like a little toy sword, or lots of things.
I feel like I would get in trouble with the sword. For now, anyway. What about little winged horse?
Yeah. I could try that.
Well, we can do it together. I have paint. We can maybe paint it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But
Yeah.
we're just inside, I'm assuming. So.
Yeah, people's inside writing.
And there's like the little workshop.
Yes, that's true.
Vincent's off in a corner somewhere doing his nightly workout routine. Keeping himself young. Ish.
But yeah.
Young enough.
Been alive 15 minutes. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
so
do you want to do
we'll
that?
take this with us.
I was gonna say, do you want to do any of that now, or do you want to do it on the road?
I don't. Do we want to just take some of your workshop tools and do it on the road? We can do that.
I
Be
have
something
tools
to
I can take
do.
with me.
It'd be something we can do on the resting times.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. I already have everything I need in my pack, so.
I think my partners will be appreciative of the little assistance and gift from the companion. And pats Peep awkwardly on the head.
Yeah. Huh. It'll be great.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should make more than one, just in case.
Good idea. We might need more wood for that, depending on how big you want it.
Well, just small.
I'd say we could probably get at least 2, maybe 3 tries out of this wood.
That works.
All right. Perfect.
Sabriel,
Nah.
like, yeah, baby toys. I just
Okay.
tapped my notebook twice to try and wake the screen up on it.
So, I think that means your characters need to rest.
Just before rest, before we go to bed, Vincent is going to remove his armor and is going to try to dress himself down as to look like a commoner. And I want to have him sneak out of the house and just kind of keep an eye out for a little while to look for some random person or people that may look ill or sick, and use my lay on hands to kind of bump into them nonchalantly and heal them of the sickness. And then after he expends all that resource, he'll go back and go to bed.
Sure, I won't even have you make a roll or anything for that. What I will make you do is a stealth roll against Sabriel's perception, because Sabriel does not sleep and is probably in like the main room.
Helps don't sleep. Bingo. No.
Oh!
Do you want me to make a perception?
Yeah,
check,
make a
or are you using
perception. Yeah, make a perception. But yeah, the people, don't notice if anything like belligerent or whatever. Oh.
Just edge me out.
You can carefully close the door behind you to the Morganac house and turn around, and there's a Sabriel.
Where are you going?
I'm going to fulfill some promises.
It just looks at you like, okay, is there more to that sentence?
No.
I see. It's quite late to be going to fulfilling promises.
I can assure you it's nothing malevolent.
I didn't expect it to be.
I have some things I have to do.
Okay. I just was standing out here watching the sky. And you
Sneaking
happened-
out here. You almost gave me a heart attack, by the way.
I was existing. I wasn't sneaking. There is a difference, I can assure you that.
And he walks off.
Yeah.
Just completely awkward. Like he kind of like backs out just a little bit too long before finally turning and walking away.
Morel's just sitting there drinking wine.
Alrighty. Yeah, you could do that. People largely don't notice, but they'll feel it in the morning. Which is pretty funny. Come morning.
Did he just start like a cryptid like Jesus walking around town? the night, the vampire Jesus, he comes in the night and smacks the shit out of you, and you feel better in the morning.
Oh,
That is a character idea. You're paladin, but you're unarmed. You punch people to heal them.
There's a monk for that.
That
actually.
was my tranquility
Mm.
monk when I had him. He just punched people to make them feel better.
I played that guy in Heroes of the Storm.
Wham! Do you feel good yet? Wham! Do you feel good yet? Just
It's like
Healing
being an older
bullets.
brother. That's all it is. You can all get an appropriate rest at the appropriate time in a nice warm house, which is nice because when you wake up there is a, hefty layer of snow all around. The city itself is, warm enough, especially the main roads, but, no one else goes near Peep's house, so it's blanketed in snow. Courtyard outside would be blanketed in snow, stuff like that. And the weather is just probably going to get worse from here, probably for the rest of winter. So that's one of the things that's going to be slowing you down. What's the plan? Do you want to try and take the route that was kind of recommended to you, which would be a small jetty to the north of Lendr where you can take a little boat, or do you want to basically walk the ice?
Sure, it's quickest, really.
The boat would be quicker if you didn't have a mule and a cart.
And Snow yeet the mule in the cart across the water.
It's
just,
entirely
pick it up and
possible.
fucking chuck it.
It's not a long way. I mean, from behind Peep's house, you can see Openfur. And you can see that there's basically a frozen... It's not even really a river, it is like a channel. The frozen channel. And you can even see the area kind of round to the north of Openfur by against the Jotunskogr where it is still rough water. And then it kind of breaks up into the icy sea.
We have a skeleton wizard, yes.
Yes.
And he has magic circle, yes.
No.
What was his little circle transport thing? He was talking
It
about?
is a his own spell.
It sounded
He
like
can
it was
cast
like a-
Master's Miraculous Mount.
Okay, so my question is, can we put the cart and the mule and maybe other people on it and get across the water that way without a boat?
It's possible. Maybe. You don't know how the magic works.
Let's just go that way. Let's just go to the boat, and then we can use our skeleton MacGuffin if we need to.
to follow us with the cart and the mule.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess we'll go there. We'll go to the boat.
Lane Johnson, why did you?
Okay, you might as well go there and see what it's like, and then maybe go. Ugh. So, you can do so. When you leave the, because Peep's house is kind of on the south side of the hill. When you kind of you go over the hill, and down the other side, then there you've got the snow, flying into your face and all of that lovely fun stuff. That might be a bit too aggressive. What about this one? That's better. That's an appropriate amount of snow. It's not crazy intense now, although as intense as it is here, it's this isn't bad for this area of the world, but it would be really bad, further south, right? It's that kind of weather. You pass the area where Essem is, where there's kind of this logging area, and you kind of go around the hill, where there's some people's little houses, but it's, kind of outside of the town. This is where some of the halflings who live in the town kind of are. There's actually a, kind of nice-looking manor, around here as well. It's walled off and stuff. And then you can follow a road. There's not much snow on it. People do take this trek down to a jetty. There is a stone jetty kind of between the hills, the Jotunskogr forest kind of off to the side, and you can see all the trees and stuff. And there is this stone platform. It's all stone where steps go out into the water, and there are 2 little rowboats that are always kept there. And they're, they would have been really nice when they were made like 6 or so years ago, and they are kind of buffeting around in the water, tied to like a little thing by the jetty. And the water here is it's dark from being whipped up, and kind of to the east you have the ice flats where the channel has frozen over, but it doesn't quite channel here because of the slightly rapider water. But it does mean if someone can row well, you can just row across without much problem. The bit of open boat you see on the other side, which is not incredibly far away, it's I think 120 feet, maybe even less. You can see rocks, you can see trees, winterous trees. Yeah, from the end of the jetty to kind of the little flattish area where people get off the boat on the other end, it is like 120 feet of water.
Okay. So it's not like going to be...
This is why it's a shorter way to do it.
Yeah.
If you're just going as a small group of people. You imagine, based on the kind of design and stuff, before Lendr had to become kind of like a trade town, it was literally just used for people wandering, as Northmen do. They're semi-nomadic. So it was never designed to have like a ferry, and a bigger ferry might not even do very good here. But maybe there's some ingenuity you can use to bring the mule and the cart across. I don't know. Surprise me.
We could just leave the mule and the cart on that side and use it to get
How dare
back.
you?
How many days travel on the other side do we think it is?
Depending on the weather, probably 3 or 4 to Winterbug.
So we want the cart, and because that's the lion's share of the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do Sabriel and Vincent also have their horses?
I imagine I left Pearl stabled this time, since we had the mule and the cart that we could ride on or whatever.
Sure.
Okay.
Sabriel would have brought his horse.
Yeah, so like we can't fit the horse and the mule and the cart in these little rowboats.
You can bring a horse on one of these boats.
Okay.
But
the cart, no.
once. Yeah, the cart is the issue, really. And the fact that bringing all those things means you have to go back and forth more times, which makes this little subtle shortcut way less subtle.
And way less short.
So the way Grimoire's spell works is that he can carry 1 medium-sized creature or 2 small-sized creatures. A cart is not. He can carry the mule, I guess. But I don't think the mule is sentient enough to actually drive it around. It's not like Magic Disc where he commands it. Whoever's on it drives it.
Oh wait.
Okay, how about this? Could we put Peep and the mule, so Peep could control it on the cart? I mean, on the disc, and then put the cart on the boat, and us sit on the cart.
Oh.
I'm just imagining
Oh my
like the
God.
mule is just like it gets on it and just crashes into the
Sabriel
water.
is like hardcore wanting his Pegasus right now.
I've done like
A mule is medium sized, so no one can join the mule. If the mule gets on Master's Miraculous Mount, then no one else can join it. It's the only one who can be on it. It is
we
1
just,
medium creature or 2 small creatures.
we just like
So
tie a rope and have it floating above us in the boat.
maybe.
Wait, so hold on. So this cart, do we think it could float in the water?
The cart,
that's
it would have been a new, well-made wooden cart.
Okay.
There's definitely a solid chance that it would float in the water.
You just tie it to the boat and have it trailing behind us.
How
Well, I
big is
was
the ice
thinking,
that we
right?
would have to go over.
Okay, so how about this, right? Peep has a rope around him, and that rope is wrapped around the mule that's on the miraculous mount. So Peep's guiding the donkey. The mule is attached to the cart loosely, not like bolted on like normal, and we have the cart pulled along, and hopefully it floats, and we can use the little boats to get everyone else across.
Here's my problem with that is coming back.
Yeah, well,
Because all the food's gonna get soaked.
well, we can load it into the boat. Like we can just load the food into one of the boats.
Oh yeah, you right, yeah.
I do
Just
like that
sounds
you are
a-
sensible enough to think about the way back.
Yeah.
Because that's always the mistake people make in D&D is forgetting the coming back.
I'm a
Just-
DM.
The description, Quill, the description you gave made me think of it as like a pod racer. I couldn't help it.
It's gonna be like
I was like,
a
it sounds like a pod racer. We have like a
We
cart
can use-
trailing behind it, and then
We can use Sabriel's special
Ugh.
rope so that it doesn't break.
It's true.
yeah.
Who knew
I
that
mean,
rope
honestly-
had uses with asses?
I mean, honestly, so how long does
Abril
the
knows.
spell last for Grimwald?
It lasts
I'm
8
assuming
hours. He's been using it to travel around with you. He sits on it
Oh,
and goes.
okay.
Question: If the disc is not being controlled one way or the other, is it in left in neutral initially? Like, so it just kind of sits there.
Automatic.
So like if we
So-
tie a rope to the mule that's on the disc and pull it behind the boat.
Yeah, I think I would allow that. I have not put that in the spell description, but I think if something is not sentient enough to control it, the mule is not. You need a 7 or higher intelligence score. It probably just stays, floating, like 5 feet above the ground or so.
Or here's my other option. Just seeing the chat, that's a great
no.
idea.
Oh no.
We put the bag of holding on the mule. We get Grim to sit in the bag of the holding, but with his head just out so he can control his disc. I mean, this is,
Try explaining that to Grim, who doesn't think he's a skeleton.
Well, no, his head's out.
no. You're
No,
not
he can
actually.
breathe.
Yeah, he can breathe. We don't want to put him in there because we don't want him to die from not being able to breathe. So he can sit out with just his head out.
Ollie's regretting giving us a skeleton who doesn't know he's a skeleton.
No, it's just it's a very
This is the
interesting
most-
idea.
Chat,
This is the most like fucked version of the fuck the chicken in the
Yeah,
grave
it is.
puzzle I've ever seen in my life.
yeah.
It's my favorite.
I need to apologize to chat for bringing the mule into the equation.
The mule, the skeleton, and the bag of holding.
Oh.
I mean, so
I'm fine with
What's-
either plan. I was just saying.
yeah, I was gonna say, which plan do you want to go with? Because
Sabriel will cast Hand of the Law and tie it onto Peep if he's willing to let me tie him up with the pretty shiny gold rope.
I can see this going so badly. If like, so the plan is from
We're gonna die.
one of the boats. From one of the boats, Pete is sitting in the back of the boat
sure.
while Snow rows it.
He's
I
in like
guess.
Sabriel's lap or some shit because I have to
Yeah.
maintain the
Yeah,
stuff.
these ropes can easily
Oh,
hold 2
yeah.
medium creatures, probably plus a kobold. They are pretty legit rowboats.
So Peep is sitting in the back of the boat, and then I'm writing this down. Peep is tied to the mule, which is
And on
floating on the disc,
on the miraculous mount disc.
and
So
the
wait,
mule is loosely tied to the cart, which is in the water.
But wait,
So-
so I didn't even realize that there's a. So you're using the mule as like a gimbal.
It's just like a little train. Like we have the
Yeah,
boat,
You
and
made
then
a convoy.
the mule on the disc, and then the cart getting dragged behind the mule.
Why don't you
And
drag
my
the
horse-
cart and drag the mule behind the cart? because the cart has 2 arms, which could be tied to either boat.
Okay, we're putting the cart before the mule here.
Okay, yeah, but, so we can do. So we I like this. So we tie Peep. No, we don't have to tie Peep to it. Just tie to the boats.
Well, Peep's already tied up. Sabriel's already cast the spell. Peep is roped up. And Sabriel's got the other hand in the rope, like a naughty toddler.
Tie each arm of the cart to the back of each boat. Okay, there's no way this will go wrong. Tie each arm of the cart to the back of each boat, and then tie the cart to the mule.
Typing this out.
Putting on the disc. I have to. Yeah. Okay. Does that sound right?
So who's where is also
Okay,
the
so
question.
Sabriel, you said 2 medium people and Peep in one boat, right? So Sabriel, is his horse a medium creature?
Horses are large.
Okay.
You can fit a large
Mules are-
creature on the cart.
The mule's medium, though.
The
isn't it?
horse
Mule
is
is
in the cart.
medium. The horse is in the cart. Snow has to be on a rowboat semi-alone, maybe with Peep.
The horse is in the cart.
The horse is
Sabriel-
standing on the cart.
Sabriel is
God.
with Peep.
So
in a
here's
boat.
what I see. I see how many boats are there? Because I think
There's
me
2
and
rowboats.
Snow. There's only 2. Okay, that's not going.
Only
to
2. Only 2 that you can see.
So
My thought was you and I get in the leading rowboats. We tie everything into a convoy behind us because the 2 of us we can pump the iron and get us across this water no problem.
What's
Well-
Sabriel's strength score? I forgot.
No,
You
I
can
think
still
we're-
do that because Snow can either be on a rowboat themselves, like in a tiny car, or and then Sabriel, Vincent, and Peep are on the other one, or you have you just send Snow to swim because Snow is not going to be affected by the cold water.
Yeah, I
Well,
could
then
just.
why don't you just fucking swim? You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
swim and push the cart.
I'll swim next to the horse in the cart to make sure the horse doesn't freak out. I can do an animal handling check if needed.
Oh, you will. There's animal handling checks involved here.
I am
Not Zelius is angry.
You can lead a horse to water.
Yeah, yeah,
but you
I'll-
can't
no,
make
no,
it ride a boat.
Snow is gonna be like swimming between.
Stop.
Snow is gonna swim between where the mule is and where the horse is, based on which animal needs to be calmed down.
Do you have animal handling proficiency?
No, but I have a +2.
Vincent is proficient animal handling, and I will help any way I can to get this all done.
He can yell at me what to do.
Do I have calm emotions? Hold on. Can Sabriel can? Well, no, I don't have it. Wait.
Actually,
I don't have it prepared, but Sabriel can sing to the horse.
I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Sabriel, and on Snow.
Okay.
Where's Grim
what's
going in this occasion? Grim being
In
so
the
light
bag.
they almost don't count. Grim is not. You have to convince Grim to go in the bag. You're trying to put Grim in the bag.
I figured he was sitting on the cart.
He can sit on the cart
With the horse.
with the
With
horse.
the horse.
So we got the 2 boats side
Going
by
so
side.
sideways.
Yeah.
The boats side by side.
Sabriel,
Lines tied.
Vincent, Peep, one of them.
Yeah. And there's lines tied to the cart, like both of
Yep.
the arms of the cart.
Yep.
In the cart is, what's his name? Not
Zelius the
Not
horse
Zelius.
and
Not
Grimwald.
Zelius. And Grimwald.
Behind the
and,
cart.
and tied to the back of the cart is a line going up to the mule that's on a floating disc.
I'm glad I wrote the rules out for the disc. Because if I didn't
Someone
write
pay
this
me
spell out,
$2.
this would be a lot more confusing.
Oh, Jesus.
So, we're going to need some rolls.
That's
You can do all of this setup. And you know what? It seems to be making a lot of sense. Step 1 is getting the mule on this disc.
I just realized something as well, because the original plan was Pete would lead the way. So Pete's now just tied up, just sat and go with people. That was pointless.
Yeah. Peep is just tied up in pretty gold ropes right now.
Yep.
Wait. So there was no point in me tying Peep up.
No, it's now no longer
Okay, so
necessary.
he's not gonna
I know.
do that. He's not gonna do that.
Oh, you've
then.
already did it. You did it before. We got pretty ropes. Who knows? It might
Maybe
be
this
useful.
is so Peep can't get swept away and drown. Yeah, Xylemos is
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's your
There we
your life jacket.
Peep's
So,
lifeline.
I'm gonna need who's putting the mule on Master's Miraculous Mount.
I think
Who's on
Snow
first?
just pick it up, like, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna need an animal handling check because you are putting a feisty animal. You said they would be feisty
I did describe
on
it.
a magic glowing red Pepis.
So you like pat its neck, you'd be like, there, oh god, what did I call it? Creda.
Creda.
Creda. There, it'll be alright. And so animal handling, you said?
Yeah.
And so I have bless, is that the D4 one?
D4, yeah.
And how long does that last to though? 'Cause
Like
it's
It
It's a
lasts a
while.
minute.
okay. So yeah, I guess I'll okay, hold on.
Plus a D4. Plus a D4.
Yeah, yeah.
Plus a D4.
Oh. So
Okay,
15.
yeah, 15 is enough. You can put the mule down and kind of like, you know, instruct it to stay, and the mule is lit beautifully from below by the magical red light of the miraculous mount. And you can then, you know, arrange all the tie-ings and things, and make
Yeah.
sure the ropes are ready. And now begins the actual process of going. So,
I have a question real quick.
oh no,
This is like, is this like connect? No, this is like, is this connected to the city or is it slightly outside of the city?
it is. You are not visible to the town.
Okay, because
That is your
is there
question.
is there like a crowd of people?
You are visible to that mysterious manor. And you're like, I hope no one sees, and you kind of see like a little figure in a window. Like,
So to try to help this process along of getting across the river, or whatever we're going
Yes.
across here, I am going to invoke my channel divinity and do Peerless Athlete,
yeah,
so that I get the advantage on athletics and acrobatics.
good
So
idea.
Just like kind of like you see him start like limbering up and like flexing his muscles and just trying to look all glorious in front of you, and suddenly he just looks a little bit more swole and more confident about this trek.
You hear Sabriel mutter something under his breath in Elvish. That's some Valor bullshit.
Athletics
like,
checks
Yeah.
from Sabriel and Vincent. Vincent, you have advantage.
Do I need to do anything to see if I keep up with them in the water, or is it not going to be that hard?
They need to get out there first.
Fair.
All right.
How do
Well,
I gotta roll the d4. Hold on.
you do have a bless. Yeah.
Oh, I do too, actually.
14.
So, you start unleashing your pod racer. Two you know, engines going, and Vincent is outmatching, you know, Sabriel with the rowing against these rocky, dark waters. So one side, so you start turning. The whole thing is veering. all the things are sort of awkwardly to the side, and that makes the boat rock quite awkwardly. I'm gonna need
Vincent will try to start like dragging the water just to push against that and try to even himself out against Sabriel.
I'll allow you to make another athletics check to, you know, control it.
Okay.
Just him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, because that's part of the you know, the knowledge that comes with your kind of athletics is, you know, okay, yeah, sure, maybe you could do this the strongest, fastest way, but maybe a sensible way, the control of it to balance things out.
Controlling the weight a little bit now because I'm obviously outpacing. I'm just gonna slow the rudders.
He's old, okay? You gotta give him a minute.
Yeah, his mind doesn't work quite as fast as his muscles do, unfortunately. So
you I've been added in chat. They found my secret.
I saw you holding it.
Sometimes I just like to hold books. I don't know what it is.
It's okay. I don't metagame. Snow doesn't know that.
I was gonna have Snow have to do a roll to kind of keep the book, everything kind of level. But Vincent dealt with that. I am gonna need an athletics from Snow just for the rowing. And by rowing, I mean swimming.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, it's rowing without an oar
with your arms.
and no boat.
Let's see. It's my best check, so of course.
Oh no!
You are, you know,
you have a
halfway
D4.
across.
Oh, I do have a D4. Hold on.
Not that it matters.
The dice
You are
want
like-
you to die.
You are like halfway across, you know. Vincent can kind of look back for a bit and kind of even everything out. And you know what? Everything does even out. You know, there's a Grimwald kind of calming the horse, and Peep, you can just kind of, you know, keep eyes and ears of what's going on. Can you give me a perception check, Peep?
Yes.
Oh no! This is how Snow dies.
Oh no!
And you know what? Everything seems fine. Doesn't seem to be any issue at all. Can I get another athletics from Sabriel and Vincent to get across the other half?
This hasn't been longer than 10 minutes, or has it?
No, you still have your
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's
Do we
good.
still have the bless?
Yeah,
That only lasts for a minute, so that's...
I'll allow it on this half.
Okay.
Yeah.
22. No, 24. I can't count.
24 and 20.
20, yeah.
You two can, just as you feel the magic starting to fade from the bless, you know, maybe a bit of a silver platinum sheen over your shoulders, you can both row the other side of the water and maybe, I don't know if you want to necessarily get out, but, you know, get the boat secure on this side, some way or another, maybe pulling them onto the shore slightly, so you can start pulling in the rest of it. That's when you notice two things. One,
Oh no.
you can't see Snow. Two, the tree beside this little point was filled with owl harpies,
Oh, fun.
who immediately flock to the air, letting out a kind of cackling call. And I think this is actually a good time to take a little break.
Oh,
Goodbye,
so
Snow.
rude.
Yo, okay, we should determine real quick. Do I have my weapons on me?
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Okay.
It's not like you're carrying heavy armor.
How are the weapons gonna help with the drowning?
Well, no, I just want
Heat up the water.
I'm just worried in case I get attacked in the water by.
What are you gonna do? Axe
something
the
else.
water?
It's just gonna be like that in like Thor Ragnarok, when Fenrir just biting on the Hulk. It's just gonna be Snow just fighting some like big river otter, just going to town.
Oh, no.
We will be back in a few minutes. Yeah.
Probably not regretting his decisions.
I'm not regretting anything. This is incredibly interesting. One
Best
way or another.
episode.
Interesting.
The best episode so far.
Made a pot
There's something in the air.
water.
All right, we'll be back in like
We're-
5 minutes or so.
We're all on one today, I swear to God.
Hello, everyone.
Look.
Hello,
Serious face.
gamers. Yeah. No, you. Even if someone dies in this fight, it won't be serious because you made a convoy with animals on it. You know, this makes a lot more sense why when you're playing like Oregon Trail and you're like, we'll ford the river and you fail. I get it. I get it now. More than ever before.
Flashbacks to Oregon Trail for those of us who remember.
Yeah.
Someone
it
gonna
was
die of
classic.
dysentery on our way back.
Oh, do I not have the music I want? Oh, I'm gonna have to find it.
If it's not the Benny Hill theme, I'm
It's-
gonna be very disappointed.
It's not.
Hmm.
But for some reason I don't have it here. I might have it here. Oh no, I'm gonna find it on my site. I can do that one. We're not doing that one, but I could do that one.
What's the circus music?
Yeah, I'll just do the music now, you know.
Don't tempt me.
Poetry for you.
Oh.
I'll do it.
Well, that's
This isn't actually the one I wanted now that I think about it, but you know what? We'll put it on for now. That's the one I want. All right, in 10 minutes, the music I want will play. I'm going to send you to a battle map, and you're going to roll initiative. And it's going to be a thing.
Oh god, I'm so far back.
You
so far zoomed
you
out.
fucked up like at the beginning.
I rolled a laddie one.
You done messed up, AA run.
You messed up early.
To be fair, it was still an 8 with the 1 from the D4, but
Yeah,
it's still
trying to
pretty
swim
bad.
through like cold water rapids, like.
Yeah, that's
rough.
not good. Okay.
Come on, Come on, roll
Roll.
20. Oh. This will do for now. Yeah,
Oof.
roll initiative, and then I will. We will see what is to happen.
Oh, I drop concentration on the rope for Peep
Good,
once we get to land.
good idea.
I'm not.
That's
Yeah. Don't drown, he says to Peep as he drops concentration.
I'll do my best.
You fall face first off the boat.
Walks right into the water.
Happens to all of us sometimes.
Big oof.
Well, this whole situation is a bit of an oof. That's the one I want. That's the big one. Okay. Who's got a good initiative?
I drew a horse.
That's a horse?
It's the horse. You know. What's wrong with the horse? It looks like a horse to me.
It's a very
She
good,
gave a
like,
tail
angry
wag.
possum.
I was about to say, it looks like a rodent of some sort.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
harpies
that's
get
that's
the first turn.
That's the ass. That's not even the horse. The horse is on the cart.
Yeah, let me draw your horse. You sorry.
Yeah. Aye. Okay, harpies! You hear the crying call, and they uproost from the tree and kind of the space around. Harpies would be something all of you have encountered before, maybe not fought, but encountered, especially owl harpies. They are the most common in colder climates. You know, on their first turn, they're just actually kind of getting a kind of a go of the situation, trying to work out what's going on, and you don't need to do any kind of checks. Like, oh, they're interested in that mule and that horse. You know, they don't want to fight people if they can help it. So, I will put a little symbol, show that they are 20 feet up, I'll only do it on one. And...
Oh no.
That's not what you want to
Oh,
know.
Fuck. Oh no, not Krita. No. I just got her.
not Zelius.
And then 20 feet up.
If it's not Zelius, then it is Zelius.
So right now they're flying around with their, just kind of surveying the situation, kind of chirruping at each other in their language. Next up is Peep. You cannot see Snow. Snow is under the water somewhere, and this water is, you know, dark. With little chunks of ice floating in it and stuff. This is why you had to turn around, because your boy is just under there somewhere.
So, how sensitive is the hearing of owl harpies?
You don't know.
Nature check?
You can do a nature check.
Okay.
-1. 16's pretty good with a -1. Owl harpies are about as perceptive as a human. They're not... They have kind of like elfy ears, but they're not really elves. The main thing about about harpies is in Jarviskjir harpies, they're the ones with the wing arms. They don't have another set of arms. So they if they're going to attack you, they're going to attack you with their claws, they're going to attack you with their song or other magic, or, and actually you look around, it looks like they're probably going to throw shit at you if you get in the way of them grabbing their food. Because, as merchants, sometimes, you know, it's like, it's just not worth the fight. Have a mule. You know? So, that's probably what they think is going on here. They are intelligent combatants, though.
Okay, that throws out one plan I had. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna get off the boat and onto the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 10, 15. This one's still flying 20 feet up, right?
Yeah, they're all 20 feet up right now, you know, around there. They're kind of...
I'm
floating.
gonna throw a hand axe at it.
Yeah!
So I think it has a... What's its range? 20. Perfect.
Yep,
Normal throw.
You are normal throw on that.
Oh no.
Whew! Sploosh!
It's kind of rock
That's
Yeah.
a god.
snow.
That would be a really good throw.
No, hand axe. Well,
Snow! You are under the water. You feel like... Because at first you could walk under the water, right? And you are dense, so that was kind of good at first. And just when you kind of were like doing that like bounce step, you know, under the water, something, your foot got lodged under stone or roots or something, right? And you're like been trying to pull it out all this time, holding your breath. You can hold your breath quite a while.
Yeah.
Whatever's holding your leg kind of writhes at you.
Oh no.
Oh.
What's your AC right now?
Well.
It hits a 12.
Okay.
This thing already had your leg, and it's hard for you to see down here.
Yeah.
Do you have dark vision? I never remember.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so you
No,
can't
I
even see. You could just see the water kind of floating around your face. But whatever has your leg, you feel it kind of just like, kind of like up at your body and stuff. You are going to take 9 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Bless would have worn off by now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So you said, okay, how much HP?
9 bludgeoning.
Okay, I'm not raging, so
Not raging yet.
Yeah. This might change that once it gets to his turn, but let's see, and then Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make sure if I don't have anything to help with that.
I think you just have it.
Yeah.
Just good constitution as a barbarian. That's good. You managed to keep holding your breath as you are attacked.
Okay.
You can hold your breath for a number of minutes, 1 plus your constitution modifier. If you are hit by an attack and lose that breath, you're gonna start drowning.
Okay.
Grimwald doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Grimwald's gonna cast Magic Missile at level 2 at one of the harpies. No. But when monsters start arriving, you know, the spellbook comes out. Pew, 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 pew. Actually, he'll spread the damage out like an asshole. Because he can. It's kind of useful. Like, what each one is gonna... The one close to the disc, he's gonna hit 2, which is pretty useful. And the other ones, he's gonna hit with 1. And the one by PP isn't gonna hit at all. Okay. Sabrael.
Do I know if these things are fairly intelligent? Like, smart?
You'd know they're intelligent enough, but there are elves who debate the level of intelligence. There are scholars who study harpies all their life.
Which one? I can't see the map for my character sheet. So which ones got hit by Grimwald?
All of them, but this one got hit by Grimwald. The one here got hit by 2 magic missiles.
Okay, well, the one that's closest to Peep, Sabrael's gonna try to do this.
Okay.
So they've got to make an intelligence save.
Yeah. They are not that intelligent. But they roll a 20.
God damn it.
Which one were you targeting?
The one that's closest to me.
Yeah,
so they don't
it
take any damage.
Almost following... Yeah, that's why it does a ton of damage if you can get it on them. But yeah, almost... Because this is a spell that's all about deception, right? It's you know, throwing something one way and a blast of magic the other. But with that kind of animalistic instinct, the harpy just beats its wings and moves the other way before the strike can hit them.
He's just gonna pull his bow out and have it ready.
Yeah. Wait, so do they take half?
No.
I'm confused by the second part of the
They do
spell,
take half as
'cause-
much as a successful save, but they deal no damage if you use the stealth check version. So there's 2 ways to cast it.
Oh, so she
This
did
is
take
stealth
damage.
version.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I've never seen this spell before, actually.
Yeah, it's a homebrew one. It's one of mine.
Okay, that's cool, I like it. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
one
so
of the
the-
always prepared ones for the elf cleric.
Yeah, so the way this next time, you know, you declare which way you do it, and if you wanted to use the stealth check part, you don't hit them immediately. You kind of set it and forget it for next time. So let's say this time, because they rolled a 20 anyway, they're still good. They passed. But next time you go either you're just smacking them with it with the intelligence save, or you're, you know, setting like a magic explosive like behind them to go off when the time's right that they can't see.
That works.
Vincent.
I am going to move here, drawing my sword and shield. Is that my action to draw? It's my action, right? To draw the.
It's your
sword and
action to
shield?
draw the shield, yeah. And
Okay,
the sword
so-
is a free action.
Then I'll just I'll end my turn there.
Snow! Something is attacking you, your foot is stuck, you are under the water, you are holding your breath. What do you want to do?
I don't know. So I've been thinking, like, would Snow just try to, like, grab his sword and stab the thing, or would he try to like swim to the surface? Shit. Okay, I think he's gonna like panic for a moment, but then just think about it and be like, okay, well, I gotta get this thing off of me. So he's gonna grab out his like greatsword. Oh god, isn't there like, do you have like disadvantage with underwater stuff?
I don't usually give that with like melee weapons. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I
kind
guess-
of rule of cool. It is harder, but
Yeah, I guess technically, I would have disadvantage because I can't see it though, wouldn't I?
mhm.
So, okay, yeah. So it doesn't matter, I guess, either way. Yeah, but he's gonna grab the greatsword off his back, and he's gonna do a reckless attack to make it normal again. Because, like, realistically, this thing's gonna just hit him probably anyways. He's gonna reckless attack, he's gonna rage, because he's, like, in a little bit of a fight or flight moment, and he's gonna fight.
Fight or swim.
Yeah. So he's gonna rage, he's gonna reckless attack, and he's just gonna try to, like, just guess where it is and jam down with the greatsword.
Yeah.
Hopefully not impale his own foot.
Hey, you know. That is a hit.
It's pretty good. That's max damage too.
It's really good damage. You strike something, and you, even though, and actually that's enough for you to know what the thing roughly is and where it is, because you feel other tentacles flailing as you stab it. What you think might be a giant octopus under the water, sort of under a layer of stone, that has grabbed your leg, but you hit it real hard. You just got to do that a few more times, without drowning.
Yeah, without drowning. That's the important part. Yeah, that's. I mean, I think that's all I can do, right? I don't think I can't.
I think you've done everything. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
you're grappled
I'm
right now by it.
Grappled in place. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Harpy time. This one is going to throw a rock at Vincent, which is going to just clank across the shield easily. Not an issue. This one is going to throw a rock at Grimwald, which will miss. Grim's like, ah! They're throwing things at me! This one is going to swoop down and claw attack the mule. Now I need to work out what the HP of a mule is.
I gotta pull the horse up too, I guess.
I am so glad Pearl was left in the stables.
Mule has 11 HP, but the harpy swings, and like as it crashes down, Grim's like, oh, and, like throws his arm to the side, and it is just enough for the harpy to splash into the water, and then it's like flailing in the water for a bit. So it's gonna be stuck down here, essentially prone. You know, weighed down by the water right now. And this one is going to fly up here and throw a stone at Sabriel. Which hits. For 5 bludgeoning damage.
No,
It's a big stone.
Stop.
Peep. The harpies are harassing. That's really all they're doing.
Yeah, there is like other rocks similar to the ones they're throwing around on the ground, right?
Oh yeah, this is like a rocky, like there's a layer of snow, but you can like and grab a rock from the ground
I'll
easily.
just grab a rock and throw it at the nearest one.
That will be a strength or dexterity attack.
Go for dexterity.
Oh no.
Yeah, I looked
Not
up
good to
drowning
throw.
rules while I was getting my coffee. Yeah, you throw a rock at the harpy dodges. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Now, Snow recklessly attacked the octopus. So, it's going to attack with advantage. It's going to crit.
Oh no.
Reckless attack sometimes does come back to bite you.
Yeah,
And I can't see you because you're underwater, so.
I know.
Yeah. Don't
I'm
worry, if
raging,
Snow
though.
dies, the body will float to the surface.
Oh god. I am raging though, so that's.
That is good. It's going to be 16 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
which you half. So that's not bad.
It's not too bad.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Please don't fuck me, dice. Oh. Ooh.
You're good. You can keep your breath held even as the octopus is lashing at you.
I also don't have healing.
As long as I can keep my breath, I should be fine.
You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you fail one of these checks,
Then I'm in trouble.
I use command to tell him to not die when he comes back.
Yeah.
you can tell him.
Some, it's code Gios right there.
I don't have that stuff.
Grimwald is going to like stand up on the edge of the cart there, like on the like the frame of it, kind of, and then throw a firebolt at the harpy that's in the water because he has advantage, and it's going to hit, and it's going to do some damage. Not like a lot, but some. Sabriel.
Sabriel is gonna do a thing. That's for a long sword. Can't do that one. We're just gonna pew pew at this one. If it'll hit, it doesn't. He's gotta get used to this new bow.
Yeah, and
you gotta break
getting
it
the
in.
bow ready and stuff and trying to shoot quickly
Yeah.
is a process as well.
Yeah, he's Can I would this be a bonus action or an item interaction to tie a piece of rope to the next arrow that he gets ready?
I would even say that's probably an action
Okay.
because that's like a concerted thing.
Okay. All right. Then he's not gonna. All right. that's. Sabriel kind of wants to Legolas it and jump along the boats, but he doesn't.
It's only cool if you don't fuck up.
Right. He's gonna stay where he's at.
Vincent.
All right. Vincent, seeing that the harpies don't seem to want to come down towards us, is going to jab his long sword into the snow, reach to his side, and pull out a javelin, showing Pete that there are some more in there in the holster on his side. As a free action, he's going to just hurl a javelin at the harpy that's right above us there.
Yeah. I love like paladins with javelins. I don't know why. It's a very cool option.
Javedins?
Javelins.
Javelins.
It's a hit and it's good damage. The javelin like scrapes the harpy in the side as it's flying. It lets out a shriek.
And I am down to 4 now.
That's a lot.
So there are 4
Okay.
more javelins. If Pete wants to reach in and grab one, he's made it available for him to do that.
Awesome.
Snow. You are underwater in a frozen river fighting an octopus while nearly drowning.
The new light novel.
By Chuck Tingle.
Okay. I believe I am going to try to hit it again.
Are you gonna reckless it this time?
I mean, I'm gonna have disadvantage if I don't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna reckless attack it again. I'm gonna risk it. As long as it doesn't crit me again, I should be good. What are the chances?
What are
of
the
that?
chances?
So yeah, I'll reckless attack it, and he's just gonna just keep jabbing the great sword down. Come on, I could. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good damage again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The octopus takes it.
Yeah.
You don't get a giant octopus if you can't take a few greatsword hits. You know. So it's still fighting, although it's starting to slow down, and you can just feel the warmth of the blood, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Harpies. This one is going to... it's not even really going to fly up any closer, but what it will do is start singing its song. And as it does that, it kind of beckons the other two to do so as well. It starts out as like a kind of shrieking, almost hooting, but then there is this ethereal sound that starts to join with it from within. And actually this one here, which seems to be in charge, has what are kind of like the scarification tattoos that start to glow a little bit. I'm going to need everyone but Snow to make me a wisdom save, because Snow can't hear it. Snow is underwater.
Is this a charm effect?
Against the charm, you have advantage, yeah.
Ooh,
Once we
not
remember
good,
this.
Chief.
Oh no.
Hey, can I borrow your 18? Because my 6 is bad.
Sabriel's like, ha, joke's on you, I'm gay.
Alright, the, Peep, you actually made that save by 1. And, seeing that Vincent's the only one to fail, you know, Vincent, your eyes kind of, like, your pupils dilate, and you just are staring at this singular harpy. And she will, seeing that you're the only one who fell for it, actually, Grim needs to make a check. Grim failed as well. Grim rolled a 1.
God damn it. Oh no!
They will fly above you because the harpy song makes you kind of want to follow them. So you're probably like just there, like trying to kind of like reach up at them. They know what they're doing. This harpy down here was stuck in the water and so spends its turn like trying to get back out and fly, taking back off and flying, and then it's going to fly its full dash movement 40 feet up. It's not giving a shit.
Does the mule get an opportunity attack on it?
It was down in the water, so I will, you know, I'll allow it.
Right now.
Yeah. Oh, is that the thing?
I mean,
I'm gonna need.
Ian,
I will
I
allow
hurt you.
Poetry to roll a attack roll for the mule. It is a D20 plus 2.
yeah. All right, let's.
You're welcome.
Crit,
Let's
crit,
see. I've had
crit.
good luck
Crit,
so far.
crit. My neighbors are probably like, what the
Oh,
fuck
it
is
rolled
happening?
off of the 20 for a second.
It is a hit though. It's a D4 plus 2 damage. It's not
Okay, let me roll
Bad.
that.
Not bad, not bad.
not bad.
Come on, full 6 damage.
Kick her ass.
6 damage! Let's go!
Mule.
Let's fucking go.
No wonder the harpy flies as much as it can away, because it gets kicked by the... it's like if you ever watch, like, a bird of prey get, like, fuck something up, and they're like, oh, shit, fuck, and they just, like, fly. It's exactly that, and it's just, like, flying up, and, like, its wings are beating, and it's like...
I told you, Krita's feisty, you know?
I keep hearing the art program. Every time Poetry says that name, my brain's like, the art program? Why is the art program following us around?
Peep.
Oh.
Yeah, Vincent gave you the option to use the javelins, and now Vincent is trying to reach up at the boob bird above you.
Well, Peep's gonna grab one of those javelins and aim up and try and spear that one that's hovering around above him.
Oh, that's not going to go anywhere nice.
Oh no! What if it comes down on top?
Like shooting an arrow right up in Minecraft. Yeah, go ahead. It'll be a neutral roll.
So
It'll be an advantage because you're pack tactics.
Oh,
Which,
all right.
because you're not flanking this thing, but you're with your allies.
Yes.
This is actually a really good, like, pack tactics is really good for this situation, actually.
All right. Oh god, I don't.
Because we can't flank him, really.
Grab a javelin from the book. so I
No,
can just-
maybe if you had a Pegasus, but you don't, so...
You're rubbing it in.
Sabriel has to go home and get it at some point soon, so...
That'll probably be after this quest. So, okay, we're going home. We're coming home. We're going. That's a hit, yeah. It does not stop singing. And the other two have stopped singing at this point. Only the one with the tattoos above Vincent is still singing. But yeah, it just scrapes side of the harpy's wing as it's flying.
Bitch. Then do you believe that's my turn?
Octopus time. Octopus with advantage time. Oh, I rolled off the table. Well, the one that landed on the table was a 1. And the other one is a 7, which is a hit, because Snow has no AC. This is why you need the armor.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh yeah, Snow won't get hit. Oh,
Okay,
no,
it's not
Snow
a crit
is-
though, so.
Snow is just walking around in his pajama pants. No, but it is going to be 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Go
Okay,
ahead and give
just
me
goes
a
6.
Constitution save. Yep.
Okay, this is.
I am just using concentration check rules for this, so right now it's a 10 DC every
it's just
time.
10.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the chances I fail?
Don't jinx it.
No!
You
Jinxed it.
In your rage, as you get struck that time, the breath leaves your mouth and your lungs in this flurry of bubbles that maybe some of the others of you may even see above the brackish water.
Or how are the waves?
I'll give perception checks for you two, because Vincent is currently looking up.
Okay.
Snow, that means you. What's your Constitution modifier?
2? Let me check. 2.
From now
God,
on,
don't see shit.
you have 3 rounds until you
Yeah.
pass out.
Yeah.
I have
I
given
think
you a
until
little
I
counter.
die.
Neither of you two see the Snow's air bubbles.
Yeah. He's-
Grim! No, Grim
Wait,
can't
Grim's
roll
thingy,
when
isn't
he
it?
needs to.
We all knew this was gonna go south.
Well, no, Grim is also.
No, you're
looking,
going
isn't
north.
he?
Yeah, Grim.
Is it
Grim.
Grim?
Oh, yeah, Grim's charmed. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
When I
Grim.
say go south, I mean go sideways.
Oh.
We
No, but
fucked up.
you're going north.
I know we're going north.
Oh.
Alright,
Who's
when
on
charmed by a
first?
harpy, they're incapacitated and they will move towards the harpy as with a dash action.
Oh no. He's gonna
But
jump.
they
in the
don't
water.
move into damaging terrain, but he's a skeleton, so
It's-
he
It's
will.
also not. Yeah, it's not damaging. It's just rough terrain.
Well,
But he
it's like
doesn't
ice
think
cold
he's a skeleton.
water. That's
He
true.
thinks he's human.
He's gonna
He
try and
thinks that
jump!
That damages him.
He's gonna jump! He's gonna
God.
spry!
Oh Jesus!
Onto
Oh
the
my
boat.
God!
Is this
That
gonna
is a
startle?
terrible-
The horse?
Ah, for truth, my love!
Is this gonna startle the horse? I'm sorry.
Ah.
I'm making it worse on us. I know.
The horse rolls a 20. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Damn straight.
Would a bird by any other name be any as sweet?
I want a poetry book by Grimm.
It's all just
well
poet,
called.
like other people's poetry, but he doesn't remember it very well. That's all it is. He can't get to the harpy now, and he can't anyway, and he's just kind of like in the way. Safrael.
How
Like,
far up is she?
20 feet. That one's 20 feet. This one by the mule is
So-
up 40 feet.
I have 2 questions. 3 actually. I have 3 questions. The first question: can I climb up Vincent?
I mean, Vince is definitely
Vincent
sturdy
is
enough.
charmed, so Vincent would not fight back. So it would be a athletics or acrobatics check to climb onto Vincent's shoulders, I guess.
Would that be an action?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I had a plan.
Yeah, cool
not gonna
idea,
work.
but yeah, climbing up a human is a lot of work.
This is why Ori needs to take the magic ritual caster feat so that I can have a familiar so I can pull off bullshit.
Familiar is always
gonna-
cool.
I mean, I did it with my grave cleric, and so much bullshit happened. Inflict wounds from 60 feet away was great. I'm gonna command the harpy to shut up.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
What language do you speak this command in?
Does she
It needs to
have
be able to
understand
understand. It does need to be able to understand the language.
it? Oh god. Can I make it some sort of check to see if I
I'll
know
allow you
what
to do
they
a quick
usually
nature
understand?
or history check. Yeah.
Sabriel like knows half the languages of the fucking world. It's just which one.
Wise. All right. Harpies speak dialects, and well, they speak their own language. They understand many others depending on where they're hunting. Your instinct would be Elven because you usually encounter Elven harpies in the Elven lands, but this one you'll want to talk to in Common. You can give it the command to shut up in Common. It needs to make a
Yes.
Wisdom save against your spell save DC, which it fails, ending the charm.
You're welcome.
Whoosh. Its mouth like shut. And it's like,
Okay, that's all I can do. Really.
well, it's massive because now it's Vincent's turn, and you are no longer charmed.
Well,
I'm not charmed now.
You are not charmed, yeah.
Nice.
Sabriel just saved you.
Is this one within striking distance of me?
It's 20 feet up, so probably not.
Okay. Do I see bubbles now that I'm not charmed? If I look out over here, do I?
Give me a perception
See-
check. Yeah, you do. You're like snap out of it, and like as you're scrying the scene, you see like bubbles and maybe like a hand flail like briefly above the water of where Snow is.
Okay, then I will once again cast Bless on myself. This time myself, Peep, and Sabriel, and I am going to jump in the water
Hell yeah.
and go after Snow.
My typical thing is you are strong enough that it's basically water like this will just be difficult terrain. So you can kind of swim half speed. You're not swimming against the current or anything, it's just kind of rough. So
Okay. So, I'll just swim straight out.
awesome.
And
Snow?
I still have my channel divinity active, don't I?
That's like 10
Yes.
minutes, or is it?
It's 10 minutes, yeah.
So,
Yeah. So actually, with the
Yeah.
channel divinity, I'll say you can swim at full speed because you are like a powerhouse right now.
Okay,
so
I'm here.
yeah, so Snow is like he just took like a mouthful of water. Just kind of like yeah, after the last hit, just reflexively like gasped and yeah, so basically he's now operating off what's in his bloodstream. So I mean, so you said he has like a couple rounds basically.
I have a countdown on your character.
Okay.
I will tick
So-
it down at the end of each turn. At the end of the third turn, you will just pass out and
Yeah.
be dying, basically.
Okay, I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna try to break free of its grapple. Like, so if
Okay.
I were to break free, would I be able to swim to the surface this turn, provoking an attack? Though I'm assuming.
Yes, but you would provoke an attack of opportunity, which, if it hits, would grapple you again.
Oh shit.
But
Hmm.
you know, you could take that risk, or you could choose violence. It's up to you.
Shit.
Asking the barbarian if they're choosing violence.
Well, yeah, that's how I like if I just. Oh fuck me. Okay, I think that Snow is going to. I think he's gonna try to break free from the thing
Okay,
and
it'll
reach
be
the surface.
athletics with advantage because you're raging.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I should have advantage, so that's good. It's
See
more
if we
like
make
the. Oh yeah.
Oh, you
I'm a stupid.
quite. You know what? When you take like the moment to like probably like jab at the tentacles gripping your leg with like the crossguard of your sword and stuff. Like you could just like punch the tentacles away and like push away.
Yeah.
The octopus will get an attack against you, but it won't have advantage.
Yeah, he's just gonna try to jump or like swim up as quick as he can.
It misses by 1.
Okay.
So you can swim up and gasp a gulpful of air.
Here's the question though I have for you. You're gonna think I'm crazy. So I have 45 feet of movement right now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna gasp, like get a big like thing of air, and like so with the homebrew rules you use, healing potions are like a bonus action.
They're a
right?
bonus action, yeah, because it's assumed
Okay.
you always have one like on your belt or like somewhere
Okay.
very quick you can grab. Giving one to
Yeah.
someone else is longer because you have to kind of like hold their mouth open, or if it's like, oh, Sabriel, I have one in my bag, you know, like that's
He's
longer,
gonna-
but this is.
Yeah, so like I imagine that like Vincent or whoever's looking sees him surface, he's gonna immediately chug a potion, just like shove it in his mouth, which is it's like 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2 for a regular healing potion, yeah. And then you go
Healing.
back down.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Yeah!
I'm going back down. So he like swims up to the surface, gets a gasp of air, shoves a potion down his throat, swallows it down, and he just dives back down with the great sword pointed down. He wants to kill this thing. So I'm back down underwater.
Yeah, with your breath
Breath
held,
again.
so you should be fine. That's
Yeah.
badass.
I'm not letting this thing
Okay.
go.
Harpies. They're starting to get pissed, Peep. And the
sense.
the lead harpy kind of hisses out some orders. This one will lower itself down to Peep's sort of level, still flying. And oh no, I lost my fucking page. You have a moment of safety, but when I find the page for Harpy, you'll be sorry. Okay. It'll make a claw attack at Peep. What's your AC right now?
16.
You can deflect. Like they attack with their feet, basically, which are just sharp, bird-like talons. But that's just a distraction. For the lead harpy is going to fly around and then swoosh down onto the ground and at your back. Which is going to hit. But it's only going to be a glancing hit for 3 slashing damage.
All right.
This harpy down here, it's pissed. It's going back for the mule.
No, no.
We've got some
Krita.
epic
It
duel
hits the
between
mule!
and the
Krita. Krita's got 11 HP. I think.
Yeah, it deals 6 damage to Krita. Krita lives for now. And this harpy sees a human swimming in the water and thinks, that's a tasty opportunity, and is going to fly down low near you. It can't attack because it has to like swoop down, but it's like just ready to snap at you with its claws. Peep, you are now surrounded. Harpy either side.
He was gonna fighting spirit. So I get 5 points. And then I'm gonna the one that just hit me in the back, the lead one, gonna turn around and just swing at it with the halfling great sword. So I get advantage. Great sword.
It's a hit, and it's a massive hit too. You can just cleave through the top layer of hardy skin.
How hurt is it looking?
It's not bloodied yet.
Okay.
Harpies are pretty hardy creatures, especially the owl ones. So,
Okay.
but it's
Alright,
not far
that-
off.
That'll be my turn.
All right, octopus time. At this point, when you, because like when you were down there, like you could come back down like with the light with you almost, and you can see it a bit more because the octopus is also coming out of its little hole. Because that's what octopus do. They get into little rock caves, and it's like. And at this point, like Vincent, you can even as you're swimming closer, you're like, What's he doing? And you see like black tentacles. Black tentacles rise from the water, sort of surrounding Snow, who's diving back down to fight the octopus for the raiders. I don't even know if I can explain how the situation got here.
We were pod racing. And, that's the best explanation.
They're not wrong.
Pod racing with a mule and a horse and a skeleton who doesn't think he's a skeleton.
And a floating disc that the mule's on top of.
The octopus is going to strike at you, Snow, and it's going to hit.
Okay.
So you are going to become grappled again, but that's fine because you're swimming back down towards it anyway. So as it's kind of like rising out of the water, it will deal 9 bludgeoning damage to you, but you are raging, so you half it, and it will kind of like octopus tentacles like around your shoulders and your knees and stuff, and start pulling you in. But you're coming in with the sword.
I need a Constitution check again, I guess. I would be so mad if I lost
you
my
might as
breath
well.
immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Well,
on.
surely you can kill it with one breath.
Oh no.
Yeah, immediately, like maybe it like strikes you in the neck and you're just like, ugh, and you lose your breath, but that's fine because your timer is
It's reset.
long.
He makes the
So you're
Schwarzenegger noise.
All right, now it's time for the party's skeleton wizard, NPC friend. Again, to explain to raiders, shit's fucked. It's going to cast Witch Bolt on this one by Vincent, assuming that Vincent probably can't like go a strong strike against it. And the Harpy's AC is not very high. So yeah, he brings his spellbook and chalice forward, and a crackling beam of red will and strike the Harpy. And unlike, a lot of other spells, this is staying there, and it's like striking the Harpy, and as it's trying to kind of fly, you're going to deal continual damage if he holds the spell up. Sabriel.
Sabriel's done with this situation now. And we know what that means. The raiders are gonna think I'm an absolute dumbass when I say this, but I'm going to attempt to inflict wounds with my sword.
Yeah. You're gonna rush up to the Harpy attacking Peep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go behind it here.
I just realized it isn't actually even on the battle map because you're so spread out.
I'm going to inflict wounds with my sword at level 2, maybe.
At level 2, okay.
I'm done with this.
You would have had advantage.
Oh, okay, I forgot. Let me do it again. Hold on.
Yeah.
Did I just crit?
This is why you follow the rule of Eric. It gives and it takes
This is
away.
what happens when Sabriel gets done with a fight. He crits on inflict wounds every time.
Oh, Ori, could you add up?
50.
Could someone add up that damage?
Yeah, hold on.
50.
15,
50
31.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
It's 35. Goodness.
Yeah, you get up behind the lead Harpy, attacking Peep, menacing. It's got these ritualistic tattoos all over, and just as you kind of you swing it, and you're like, oh, I don't know how much longer I can fight it. Like Peep, it just kind of turns into wet dust.
mist.
Yeah, it kind of mixes with the snow and clads all around.
Well then.
I was done with it. Shall we?
I have blood assets for exactly this reason.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
Because Sabriel. Like, what, the fourth time this has happened?
Yeah.
Dr. Manhattan in the enemy.
Keep exploding things.
Somewhere Cal's just sitting like, Sabriel's pissed again. Alright.
Is that your turn?
No. He's gonna move another, he's gonna move, this one's on the ground, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's above the water, so Peep can attack it.
Okay, I was trying to find a way to where Sabriel could move to give Peep advantage. Or, well, Peep would have pack tactics if I move right next to him, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna move, just
Pack tactics.
into the blood.
You know, sword ready.
I think you have to be next to the enemy. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think on that tactic.
Well, I moved
If
from
at least one of
here.
your allies is within 5 feet of a creature.
Mm.
That's 10, 20,
I can move
Yeah.
there, yeah. I have the movement. I didn't move. I moved right back to where I was.
I will allow it. You know, we want pack tactics to like do something when we have flanking involved.
Yeah,
So that's fair. Yeah.
Sabriel's just gonna red mist that one, step up, and point a sword at the other one like, you're next.
All right. Vincent, swimming towards Snow. There's a harpy next to you, ready to strike. Grim's hitting it with a witch bolt, still crackling through the air, but the harpy could still swipe at any time.
Vincent doesn't care. He is going to dash, going after. All he saw was Snow come up, try to chug something, and then like go back down underwater like he was being pulled. So and I see the tentacle, so I'm going after that.
What's your AC without your shield? Because you can't really be shielding while you're swimming.
Right. It is 16.
You're gonna get hit.
Okay.
But yeah, you could absolutely keep swimming, and it's not like that slows you down or anything. So that will be 5 piercing damage as you're moving.
Roger that. Did that backwards. There we go. All right. So I'm going to take and move here, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 here. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my
Snow.
turn.
You have no breath left, but you did just inhale, so you know your blood is full of oxygen.
fair
You
enough.
are fighting the octopus.
If it grabbed me again,
Yeah, you are grappled by it.
am I any closer to the surface where it wouldn't provoke an attack if I was able to free myself, or would it still provoke an attack?
No, because you're still moving away from it.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. All right. Shit. I think he's gonna reckless attack and try to kill it. Yeah. So I'm reckless attacking. Which would I have an advantage now because I can kind of see it clearer?
No, because even then, you know,
Yeah.
all the other things.
Okay. So yeah, just reckless attack and let's see if I can hit it. Okay. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, that's a hit. Sorry, it took a sec.
Yeah.
One off a crit.
The
I
the
know.
octopus does not die.
Okay.
It takes that hit, screeching, writhing. At this point, you can kind of almost feel the blood of the thing like spray up into your face in the water.
Yeah. This is brutal. He's just, yeah. I mean,
You are just wrestling an octopus as a raging giant barbarian. It's
Here's a
D&D.
question. I have a question. Could I don't think this is possible because I literally have no oxygen in my lungs. Could he take a potion, just mix it with the water already in his lungs?
Yeah, you can drink a potion.
Yeah. Actually, now I said that, I don't think I want to right now because yeah. Right now he's fine on HP. That's not.
You don't want to
really
give
an
yourself
issue.
the bends.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So never mind. We'll be good.
Now, speaking of blood hitting someone in the face, Peep.
Yes.
Peep is red now.
It's like, you know,
Peep
you know
is
the
a red
beginning of The
kobold
Boys?
now. Yeah!
Yeah, the woman gets minced by a train. That's when
She does get minced. That's the right verb. I need to watch season 2 of that. That's like been on my list for ages.
Same. Yeah, I've watched like the first episode or two, but never finished it. All right, Peep is gonna take a swing at that harpy right in front. With advantage.
You have advantage. Yeah.
Crit. No crit.
No crit, but it is a hit.
Nice.
Okay.
End of
Octopode
turn.
time.
As long as you don't crit me, I'll be fine.
Are the harpies off of the turn order now?
Oh.
Yes, because I killed one. I killed the lead one. I deleted it from the
no.
map. I guess the harpies will take their turn before Sabriel now.
That's fine. I just saw that they weren't there anymore.
Yeah. I'm, sure that having their leader be turned into a cloud of blood, maybe it slowed them down a little, I don't know. Doesn't crit, but the octopus does hit you, Snow.
Okay.
It's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, which then becomes 4.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
And as you're swimming closer, Vincent, you could just see the tentacles kind of like... and they're like coiling and curling in pain.
I
Grim.
imagine at this point there's like a severed tentacle on the surface.
Oh yeah, and like blood. Like it's dark water, but like the blood is welling up above it, and it's like visible, and you can smell it as well when you're above the
Jesus.
water. From both of you. Grim will just keep Witch Bolt on the harpy to keep doing some damage. And Sabriel.
Wait, you said the harpies are gonna go before Cyril, though, right? Because
I was gonna go after. I put them on the map.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, there they are. I see.
I'm gonna just use my sword to inflict regular wounds on this harpy.
You will
that
need
might
to
have some radiant damage.
you'll need to get into the water to do so.
Oh.
And you wouldn't have advantage unless you
Ah, shit.
swam all the way around behind.
I meant to
thing,
click it.
which would
Wait,
be
so I'd
rough.
have to swim?
You'd have to swim. I could say you could stand on the shore. It would be awkward, but I'd allow it. I'd basically give the harpy some cover from like the awkwardness. But,
Well, is this just like a drop off, or is this like
yeah,
a slow...
this isn't like a beach.
Okay, I
It's
misunderstood.
flat,
Ignore
though.
that.
Yeah, but you could stand in there if you wanted to, but then it would be swimming to go like around.
No, I'll just stay where I'm at then.
Yeah.
Take all that back. My bad.
No,
No, I'm not gonna shoot it. No, I
it's a
missed.
miss.
What's it?
This harpy is going to try and sing. I'm going to need Peep, Sabriel, and Vincent and Grim to give me saving throws, wisdom saving throws. It's on its own. No one else is joining in.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
19.
I just thought of something I need to do first.
That's the octopus also gets
Well, no bless. Grimwald is charmed again.
No, the bless is gone now because I did not make my save for the concentration check when I got hit from the harpy.
Yeah.
So then I need to roll wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You're fine. Grim is the only one who gets charmed again.
Oh, thank God.
Damn it, Grim.
This harpy is going to see its leader getting minced. Going to fly away from the mule.
Oh, can the mule kick it?
The mule can kick it. Maybe a D20 plus 2 poetry.
I mean, we can roll like an intelligence check to see if it's smart enough to. I don't know.
No, it makes opportunity attacks. It's a
Okay,
living
alright.
creature with a melee weapon. Its melee weapon is its hooves.
Alright,
It's also an ass.
I doubt that is.
Yeah, that's a miss. This one is going to fly, and then actually it's going to use the rest of its movement to fly back up 20 feet. Because it dashed. And this one is going to... Actually, it can fly up and make an attack against Peep with advantage. Yatta. It's gonna hit. It's gonna be... 9 piercing damage on Peep. It can fly up and with its claws.
Goodbye, 10 HP.
Vincent.
I'm going to. Oops! Don't do that. What are you doing that for? Move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here, and then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the octopus.
Sure.
Because I can see.
You can see the tentacles. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the tentacles. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hit. The octopus takes the strike, but will start illuminating with the kind of silver platinum light, so it's much easier to hit. You see that the whole thing like glows as it's hit, and kind of it reels back, but it's still like keeping attached to snow. It's almost like jostling you around as it's going.
Yeah.
And
he'll
next. He'll shout out and say, "Finish him already and help us!"
Finish him.
Okay. So I think, does that give me advantage on?
It gives you advantage on the next attack hit against it. Yeah.
We should just make it normal, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Without having to reckless.
Yeah, Snow is going to, without having a reckless attack, he's going to have a normal attack. He's just going to try to stab into the thing's fleshy, bulbous head thing. I don't know.
Do you want to think of a cooler description of that? Because that will be the killing blow.
I think he's honestly getting a little exhausted, but he's just like, with one last burst of energy, he's going to try to thrust it towards the center of the thing, and probably can't even see what exactly he's hitting with it.
Yeah, it just eventually stops fighting back, and all you feel is just the dead weight, especially under the water, like on the end of your sword, and on you. You want to kind of peel everything off and swim up to the surface?
Yeah, he'll swim to the surface.
Vincent will hold out his hand as he's swimming forward to try to assist him.
Yeah. He'd probably just catch his breath. There at this point. I think he might try to keep it for food.
So, like, you've got, like, one hand, like, holding onto the tentacle, like, pulling it along.
That's what I was imagining. I think he's gonna drag the whole thing with him.
Sure.
Yeah. And, I guess, I don't know, how much movement would it take to get to the surface? Like...
probably half your movement to get back up to the surface each time. That's pretty much how it's been lining up.
Alright, so then I would have, so I have 45 feet normal, right when I'm raging.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have, like, 20 left. So then I guess I'll just go, like, 2, 3, 4, just kind of get up to Vincent.
Cool.
That'll be it.
Now it's Peep and Sabriel versus the Harpies. Peep is surrounded. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to hit the one that's landed behind me. With advantage, because pack tactics. Should take a swing.
It's a hit.
Is it still...
It's still alive.
Bloodied?
It's bloodied
Is it
now.
bloodied?
Oh, yeah.
No.
It is bloodied now, but it is not dead.
Okay. Alright, that'll be my turn.
Okay.
One
the
low
octopus.
swing at a time.
Octopus is dead. Grim is charmed, so Grim's like, "Ah, thine glove!" We'll go up close, and people you have to kind of like time a swing to not hit him.
What are you doing?
One so small should not interrupt in matters of passion.
Oh my god, stop saying that while you have my clothes on.
Sabriel.
Okay, question, because he's still an ally counting technically at this moment, correct?
No, he's incapacitated. He can walk, he's
Okay.
just not... He's so charmed, he doesn't really offer
5,
advantage or anything
10,
like that.
15, 20, 25. No, I meant for moving purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Move around it. I'm gonna smack her with me sword. I have advantage because flanking.
Yes.
So
You do
I
hit.
4 radiant damage.
It's trash damage, but you do have the extra radiant damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The harpies will focus on Peep.
Oh no. Not Peep.
No.
They just pick up Peep, bring him in
Just-
the sky.
Just trash him. Just like a bird, like a crow with a snail. They just throw
Yeah.
Peep against rocks until he bursts.
Oh no! Oh, that's
Like
terrible.
those hawks that picked up tortoises and just dropped
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it's what they would do if there was no one else around. There's going to be 7 slashing damage on Peep first,
Okay, that's
followed
fine,
by
that's fine.
another hit, which will be 7.
Okay, I'm still doing okay. I'm bloodied, but I'm okay. Birds, what the hell?
You know what? No, it started there, so it's going to go shoo 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 shoo. It's going to fly up. This harpy's going to fly up into the tree, and it's going to take a branch and just huck it at Sabriel. And it's going to
That's
miss.
not very nice.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Vincent.
Vincent is going to grab a hold of Snow's hand and start swimming back to the surface. Or back to
Okay,
the
so you
shore.
can move at half speed while pulling someone else. So if you want to do that, that's totally fine.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Snow. Then it's
Yeah, I guess at this point, like, he would, I guess he would, like, he's probably, so he's got the octopus in, like, one hand, or, like, dragging it. He's got the great sword in the other. And he's, like, kicking with his legs. Vincent is pulling him. he's like a bloodied mess, like, covered in blood, even in the
you.
water.
Covered
like,
in octopus sucker spots.
Yeah, that too.
Some
I think
ink.
he's all over him.
Yeah.
And so he would, I guess he would, like, put up the great sword first so he can swim a little easier. And then he's just gonna double, I guess, like, action to swim. He's not raging anymore because he hasn't attacked or been attacked.
Do you want to pull Vincent along, or do you want to kind of break free and swim?
I'm gonna break free just so I can try to get closer for next
Yeah.
turn and maybe, I don't know, for something.
Cool. So
go,
you
like-
swim at half movement.
Yeah,
Vincent
so I
doesn't,
just
because Vincent
go-
is old man
Oh, yeah,
swole.
I guess I just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like up to there.
Old school dad bod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you would just swim up to there.
Okay. Peep. Fighting
Alright.
the beasties.
So people take a swing at the one that's between us all. For
Okay.
me, advantage. Ooh. 9 damage.
I'm still waiting to see what it lands on. 19, it's a hit, it's a kill. Harpy, whoosh, dead.
Alright, people then, I still have my bonus action, so I'm gonna Fighting Spirit, 5 thingy, and I'm gonna Action Surge, and I'm gonna turn around and hit the other one that's hovering above the water. And still at advantage, thanks to Fighting Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit damage.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an
but-
advantage. Oh, no, it is, because Grim is no longer charmed. Yeah.
Well, not even that. It's because fighting spirit gives me advantage, and using the halfling greatsword.
Fighting spirit. Yes, my donkey.
4
brain.
damage on that
Okay. Yes, 4 damage delivered. And that one is also looking pretty heavily injured. Actually, both of them are. They're looking pretty weak.
And that be my turn.
Grim is going to cast a spell. He's gonna kind of his chalice upward, and a boil will occur, and he misses, so nothing happens.
You just spilled it.
Touch! Ugh. Butterfingers. Sabriel.
Sabriel is going to Sacred Flame the one that's on the tree.
It's gonna fail. It's gonna take that damage.
Yeet.
Yeet. In all lowercase. With that happening, burning and such, that harpy is honestly just gonna kind of like and just start flying away. The other one is going to stay locked in mortal combat with Peep. And is going to get a devastating strike against him.
Oh no.
That is going to be 10 piercing damage.
Still up.
It's an ouch.
Still looking okay. Still looking okay.
And that's like
10
the,
hit points.
you know, the harpy has to kind of put all of their movement into it. Like they swing with their wings to like push themselves through the air, to like stab with the end of their feet, and then they have to kind of like awkwardly pull themselves back up. Then harpies aren't very graceful, even when they're at full health. Vincent.
So Vincent is swimming furiously back to the shore. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So there. Dashing.
Yeah. Snow, I imagine much the same, but slower.
I actually have a plan. So he's gonna go 15 feet, which is like his normal movement, right? And then he's going to rage again, and he's gonna chuck a javelin at the one that's flying away.
Yeah. So
it's like
that
I
would
mentioned,
be
it's like
disadvantage.
Yeah,
of the
I'm
range.
gonna reckless attack though. So actually, wait, can I do that? On
I don't think you can
ranged
reckless
attacks?
ranged attack.
I'm gonna check. I think you might be right.
You might be able to do it on thrown, because they're kind of their own thing.
Melee weapon attacks. Yeah. So you're right. Okay. So it would just be disadvantage, no reckless attack. With the javelin. But I am raging, so if I hit, you know.
It's a hit.
It's actually.
You kind of like pause in the water, maybe get like a foot on a rock under the water or something, and like roar and hurl, and the harpy just is like flying away, bleeding, and just there's like a puff of feathers, and it is just gonna be like launched into the sea
Yeah.
as a corpse.
He has the one hand still holding holding the octopus, so he just takes the other hand and goes yeet.
And you kind of look for a little bit longer, and then like it flies like an extra 60 feet or so away with the force. And then you do see a killer whale.
Oh shit.
The dead harpy in the water.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Peep. Duel.
Let's finish this one off. My last fighting spirit. Let's go. Give me advantage.
Sure hope there's not another monster waiting for you or further down the road.
Oh, that would be awful.
That's a hit. It is very low damage though, so the harpy takes that strike.
3 rolls. God damn.
I'm not killing that javelin back, am I?
No, and Vincent threw one into the water as well,
Yeah.
so they're gone forever.
Moby Dick has that javelin now.
Yeah. Actually, I only have 2 left.
Toby Rick.
Grimwald is going to cast Firebolt on the harpy and not get enough damage to kill it. Just
This fucking thing.
gonna get it away. Zabrael.
Does it look like it's on its last feather?
Oh, it's very very plucked right now.
Sacred Flame again.
That was a cocked roll. That's a failure. It has 8
Max
HP. You deal max damage with the Radiant Flame. The harpy is Kentucky Fried in the air and falls into the ground. A sarcastic laugh is still a laugh. I still win.
To the one who lives in Kentucky.
I know!
So I guess, are we out of combat then?
You are out of combat. You know, you're close enough to the shore that you could pull yourselves on in the next couple of moments, yeah.
Snow, would drag himself out of the water, pulling a giant octopus corpse behind him. What is this? What does this thing even look
Vincent will
like?
assist him.
How big is this thing actually?
This is a giant octopus. The tentacles are like 15 feet long, and the body is this big. Now, sort of deflating as you get up on the land, and it's kind of nasty looking. It's like tentacles very long and slender, and it has like these black bumps all over it. It's like inky black skin, and there's these kind of pierce marks kind of all over it, and surprisingly beady dark eyes, which are just kind of bloodied now.
Yeah.
Vincent, looking at the creature, says, "Where I'm from, many of the richer of the people find that as a delicacy."
Yeah,
Do we
and
eat
Snow.
octopus
Snow,
in Elfland?
If you catch one, not very common.
Snow looks very beat up too. Like he's got gashes all over him. It's hard to tell what is his blood or this thing's blood. And he just is like panting as he like almost drowned as well. So he's still catching his breath. And he
Vincent will slap his hand over, seeing him like how bad wounded he is, and heal him for 10.
Okay, yeah, and he'll just throw down the octopus body and say, "Well, I got us dinner."
How bad is Peep? How badly hurt?
Pretty hurt, but not like on death's door bad.
Yeah, probably some new holes in the chainmail where like harpy claws pierced through and like scraped the rings open.
I'll smack him with a cure wounds.
Thank you.
For 6. I ain't doing shit today with my healing spells. Okay, so I get the horses out of the water.
You ain't gonna pull everything to
seeing
shore.
The killer whale in the distance. He's like, horses land now.
You pull the cart to shore with the horse on the cart. You pull the disc to shore with the mule on the disc. You put the horse on the shore. You put the mule on the shore. Put the cart on the shore. You leave the boats.
Making sure that we secure the boats before we leave them so they don't go floating off down the...
Yeah, there's like a rope tied to that tree that like, this is the back and forth people use.
Also, no one said anything about creatures with wings.
I mean, there are many creatures in this world with wings that live in various places that can and will attack.
Like his horse.
Like my horse. Not this one. This one's not my horse. But my horse.
He stands up. A short rest then.
I feel fine, but yes, I think the rest of you could use a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snow is down to rest for an hour. I think he doesn't actually want to take the whole Actually,
You could spend part of your long rest now to what's the fucking word?
Are we long
Cut
resting
it
or
up.
short resting?
I think we were just gonna do
Short
a short
rest.
rest. So he'd probably just take what he could, like chop the tentacles off and like I don't know.
Take
like,
the meats. Yeah, you could do
Yeah,
that during
take-
your rest. Give me
Yeah.
a survival check.
Okay. Yeah, and he'll just like basically whatever he takes, he'll just throw on the cart and then we'll prepare it later whenever we stop.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
so survival, okay.
Yeah, you've eaten octopus like this before. Probably not as big as this one. You know what's good eatings, what probably sprinkle whatever seasonings you have on you for this kind of thing on it now, so you can kind of cook it easily later. And that's a good thing to do while resting and letting the healing magic of lay on hands kind of ruminate and mend some of the deeper of your wounds.
Yeah.
Also, quickly grabbing a blanket and getting it around me.
Yeah.
Snow doesn't have to worry about the
you can get one
cold.
of the furs, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Snow doesn't have to worry about the cold, but Vincent does. So
Yes,
So
very
everyone's all nice
much
and
keeping
snug in his
yourself
cloak.
warm during that long rest so that you don't, freeze solid. Yes, if I was crueler or paying more attention, maybe I would have made you take cold damage from all the water. But hey, it's not. It can get colder. It can always get colder. So yeah, you're entering an absolute zero.
Oh yeah. How's Krita doing?
They got clawed, but they're
Yeah.
fine. They're probably
So
just
Very
mad.
limited on my spell slots right now, so I'm not going to heal the mule.
I have an idea. Oh.
yeah,
Hold
I'm a half of my lay on hands as well, and I'm out of spell
You
slots.
could give the mule one of the Silic box. When I gave you them before, I didn't actually tell you they give 1d4 temp HP. When you feed it to someone who's down, it just heals them 1, like regular heal, because temp HP doesn't revs people. At least that's the rule that we usually use. So, but if you do it normally, it's 1d4 temp HP. To mule, get us a bark to chew on, it'll be fine!
So I have I have an idea. It's something I haven't done before. Since I'm a totem barbarian, I can cast speak with animals as a ritual. So it's like 10 minutes, right? Plus the normal
Yeah.
casting time, which is an action. So at the end of this short rest, could I take 10 minutes to I imagine Snow doesn't even know really that how he can do this, but it's probably because of he thinks it's from the druid dudes that he was raised by. And so he would do some sort of meditative thing next to Krita because he feels bad for her. And at the end of this 10 minutes, he would look up at Krita and be like, "Tell me what's wrong."
Oh,
does it
shit's
hurt?
fucked! This shit's fucked! Got fucking clawed all fucking over, and that's your fucking shit, fucking bullshit.
Where does it hurt, Krita?
Strike me in my rump!
Here,
Like
hold
that,
still.
to you, I don't think it's a case of you necessarily talking animal, in mule noises,
Let me
but I know it's kind of a DM player, whichever
Okay,
you want,
yeah.
I guess. So it's kind of up to you whether you're talking and just she understands, or you are talking in some kind of noises that she understands. But regardless, Krita is suddenly very animated and stomps the ground with her hooves.
Cast speak with beast, sudden Quentin Tarantino dialogue. All right, let's go.
Hey, they got things to
Show me your
say.
hooves.
Sabriel's horse is posh.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, Snow would be surprised that he could understand that it actually worked because he was doing it on a whim, and he's like, oh, and he looks over to oh god, I always forget his
Not
name.
Zelius, the horse?
Not Zelius, yeah. To not Zelius, it is like, are you alright then?
Zelius just looks at you and looks back. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
and so look at Sabriel and be like, is your horse all right?
Looks at not Zelius. I think so. It's not been struck, and it's not my horse. It's not Zelius.
I can't wait to get riding again with my good master. Oh, when are we going to be going? When are we going to get going?
You have a master? Are you saying it's the master? You're saying Sabriel is the master?
Just my master, and kind of like
I wouldn't get too
knock Sabriel with his side of his head.
I was.
He just pats it on the face gently.
Snow would just be like. Snow's gonna be like, I wouldn't be too invested in that relationship.
Come between me and my horse.
You don't understand this. He's doing neighing noises to it.
Yeah,
okay?
he's talking to the horse in
Like,
horse
you're fucking
language.
insane.
And then he's gonna look back to Krita and be like, "Here, hold still while I tend to your wounds," and he'll put the bark on it, like you said.
Yeah, it's a chewing thing, so you'd give it to her to chew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one get too invested.
He knows you're always. It's literally called not Zelius, and you have another.
He's being nice to it and, like, scratching it, patting it, but he doesn't give a shit about this horse.
Snow would feel bad if he lied to this thing and told it should be invested in this relationship.
It's a horse.
It's
Sabriel's just like, it's not my horse. First of all, I'm borrowing it. Second of all, it's not my horse.
Anyways, so that's oh, you would ask both of them. You ask the mule and the horse if they want like a snack, like anything special.
Oh, they do. You offer food? They're like, yeah, they will
met a
always accept
horse?
food. Yeah.
Do you have any like sugar cubes on me?
No, but you have you bought food.
Well, yeah, I'll give
For
them some
that.
snacks.
Yeah. Some barley.
I'm sorry, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but
No, I mean, well, I don't think I think you are aware that animals don't have much to say.
yeah, I want to ask Krita, like, what did you think of writing on that disc?
It was fucking mental. I was standing on there.
Scottish.
I was just kind of standing on air, but the air was red. The air was going over the water, and the water is down there, and usually water is wet, but I wasn't in the water, I wasn't standing on the water, and you said stay still, so I stayed still, and then I was being fucking moved! I wasn't even moving my hooves! And that's never happened before in my life! Wow!
I legit have a coworker who sounds exactly a little bit.
Well, that's cheating. You're in Scotland.
Snow would just be like, okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's so funny that Snow is like the most soft-spoken person and the only person who could talk to the feisty mule.
Okay, this has probably been a few minutes, so Snow's gonna be like,
Yeah.
well, we'll talk about this more in the future as the spell wears off.
Okay. You can. That's your short rest. Completed. Whew. This was all just
It's
in
wild.
the morning, by the way.
Yeah, it's like lunchtime, not even.
Not
Not
even.
even lunchtime.
Okay.
It's been like an hour.
Yeah.
So, you can start trekking off into Oakenfur. How do you want to do that? You do have Sabriel's horse, you have the cart, being pulled by Krita. Who's with what? Who's leading? It's snowing quite heavily. You might want to have a torch out pretty much at all times, or your lantern out. But that's up to you. It will be stealthier if you don't, but it'll also be bullshit to see. What's the plan?
I'll keep my my hooded lantern out. That way I can keep the light a little low in front of us, but we can still get past, but not give our entire position away.
Sabriel will offer Peep to sit like we did on the way back in front of Sabriel, so he can share the cloak if he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Vincent will ride on the front of the cart.
And just put Grim in the... Grim, you're in the cart.
Oh, excellent. Rest for my poor, aching feet.
Yes, you and your bunions.
And you can start
Straight-faced.
traveling down the road, and that's a great place for us to end today's session. You know, when I was planning the session, I thought, oh, maybe you'd get across the entire area today. Maybe you'll get to the halfling village. You know, we spent 2 hours crossing the river.
Yeah.
No, we spent an hour and a half trying to figure out how to get a mule and a cart across the river. Is what we spent an hour and a half on.
To be fair, without the octopus and the harpies, it worked.
You're right.
Well, had poetry not rolled a nat 1, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
If it's a dumb idea and it works, is it really a dumb idea?
Okay. It's literally my best skill too. It's the only. Like, I have a couple skills that have a +4. That one is my only +6, and that's my best one. Of course, I roll a natural 1 on it.
10 of 10. We're gonna do that again on the way back. I just want you to know
have
that.
to do that again, right? You do
No,
have to do that.
Sabriel's gonna be like, we're going back over the ice.
I don't know though. That's the thing. That could be much worse. We already know that this. We already know how this one will go.
We should not have an issue with the never mind. My brain just left. I'm sorry.
Well, it's not an
I'm telling
issue.
you, the cart plan is gonna pull in dividends.
We shouldn't have an issue with the harpies on the way back, hopefully.
No,
Yeah.
but the killer whale is gonna be a bandit with a goddamn gun in his hand. It's gonna show back up and be like, "Give me the food."
Imagine the universe where Snow permanently died because of this plan, which
Oh, I was expecting
not
it.
far away.
Yeah, it's not. It was a few
I was
rolls
already
away.
ready.
If
I wrote him off halfway through combat. I was.
I got very lucky that I hit every attack I made
Yeah.
against it. If I had
Yeah.
missed like 2 of them, you know, I might have been done for. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was wild. That was great. All right, that's it for today's session. We will be back next week. But before then, let's talk about what we got going on, starting with Zach.
Just building towards that. Start at the first of the year. We're gonna be starting our Twitch channel up, getting going, and yeah, we're gonna be doing some D&D talk, some world building, some games, all kinds of crazy stuff. Come on by, hang out, and get to know me a little better.
Nice. Poetry. Disaster star of the show today.
yeah,
Disaster star award.
especially because it's not only was it because of the nat 1, but also I also kind of got us into it with the cart in the first
You did.
place.
This is like, this should be an award at the end of sessions. You know, in Mario Party, you have like bonus stars, and one of them's the happening star. You know, you landed on the most question mark spaces and made things happen.
Yeah.
Poetry definitely has the happening star this week, one way or another.
Yeah. So I've just been streaming a variety of games. I stream a variety of games on my Twitch channel. At some point, I'm also probably gonna be doing a stream D&D game, but I don't know when. Yeah. Other than that, just been streaming a lot of stuff. Yeah. That's all.
Nice.
Have you beaten God Hand hard
Oh
mode
yeah.
yet?
Yeah, I beat it 2 days ago. I beat God in hard mode. It took like 35 hours overall.
I mean, you were streaming
Wow.
it for like 3 of these sessions. So
yeah. So, and I'm considering doing a challenge run now.
Oh my god.
But, my chat might kill me, so I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not surprised about the cart plan again now.
Yeah.
At this point.
It's in character for me personally. Yeah.
On
It's all.
brand.
Voice Quills.
Hey, I'm Voice Quills. You'll know me from my shit posts on YouTube. I'm also, for the next couple of sessions, in Jarviskjir Mind Over Matter, the Wednesday show,
True.
as Free Smolder, the Gunbug.
Gunbug.
So, the Gunbug. So, catch me as that, check in on Wednesdays. Also, besides my usual shit posting, tonight I'll be taking part in a special Dead by Daylight charity for the Trans Day of Remembrance over at the Jane Romero show. So at about midnight, so in about an hour from now,
Yeah.
I'll be on there playing some Dead by Daylight. So if
Nice.
you want to catch me there, check it out.
Hell yeah. And Ori.
Hi.
And the doggo.
My voice, yes, the dingo, the service dingo. Hi, Sophie, say hello. Okay. So she does the husky talking thing a lot, all the time. She tells me exactly what she thinks about me and everyone else. But she clearly doesn't give a shit right now. No, I do the arts. Pay me to draw your characters. I will draw them. I will draw them in spicy ways or normal ways. I don't care. Money. I have bills to pay. And I have no commissions right now, so it's free for all. Well, it's not free. I need money.
Yeah.
But I'm free to do things. We will be running on my channel sometime next month. I will draw Spicy Grim. I will be the skeleton host. You pay
He'll
me.
have a slit down the side of his wizard robes, and you just see like the
Oh
bottom
no,
leg.
I got ideas. There's gonna be a whole ass pinup, but you gotta pay me for it. But
You're holding lewd Grimwald images hostage right now.
I am. I will hold all the lewd Grimwald images hostage. God damn it.
Gotta make a living.
Yup. The Voltaire songs are playing in the background. My brain died. Oh yeah, I'm running an Lord of the Rings game on my channel sometime next month. Ollie's playing in it, and maybe questionable Ian and Zoe. Maybe. We don't know yet. But that's okay. Elves all the time. All the place. All elves and dwarves. A dwarf.
Singular.
Maybe more than one singular dwarf. Who knows? I don't. It's my
I
game. I
doubt
don't
it.
know what's happening. Well, maybe. But yeah. Pay me to draw your spicy art. I will hold Grim hostage.
In the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding.
The bag of looting. Alright.
Yes.
Then there's me. The season Kickstarter is just about over, so I'm not really going to talk about that. More about what we're doing here. This show is supported by Patreon. If you support us on Patreon, there are 2 extra shows. One is a Thieves Guild game set on the continent of Mother's Horn, which is further north than this. On the top of a giant mountain, bunch of thieves. There are 6 or 7 players, and not one of them are rogues in a Thieves Guild campaign. It's great. They're making heists, they're making plans. That's for $5 a month or more on Patreon. There's also a Pokemon campaign and a whole backlog of other shows. If you want to learn more about Jarviskjir, you want to just sort of hang out. I am doing more homebrew streams. I'm doing gaming streams. I'm going to be doing more and more as I get a little more healthy. That schedule might be kind of adjusting slightly, but the way to know what's going on is to talk on the Discord. So, there's that. I'm also doing illustration commissions too at the moment. You know, if you wanted to pit me and Ori into a deadly rivalry. But yeah, other than that, I'm probably going to be doing just art of Pokemon, of homebrew monsters, of characters, NPCs, all that kind of thing. I'm just going to be plugging away at recently, so that'll be great. I will see you next week for the continuation, and also Wednesday for Jarviskjir Mind Over the Matter. Right. See you then.
Ollie says, like, rival